At this moment, Yi Ting looked at the communication bead and smiled bitterly to Yi Mo. We're not allowed to take the corner seats from now on anymore. At this moment, Yi Ting looked at the communication bead and smiled bitterly to Yi Mo. We're not allowed to take the corner seats from now on anymore. As long as Pill Master Yi can go to the Blackweed Forest, we won't need to anymore. Tong Zhu immediately said. Yi Mo nodded. I'll definitely go there, don't worry. Don't mind me. When we get off, just go to the forest. If the golden shirt cultivator chases to Wanjiao town, I'll shake him off. That's the only way. I guess I stay at the Blackweed town on the outskirts of the forest. Yi Tung sighed. He really wanted to help Yi Mo, but he could only barely prevent Yi Mo from being kicked off the boat. I'm at the Blackweed town too, but I'm at the back end of the town with the least immortal spirit chi, Tong Zhu immediately said. Yi Tung nodded. No wonder I've never seen you before. You can move to our side from now on. I'm on the west side of town. The immortal spirit chi is much better. Thank you, brother Yi Tung. Tong Zhu thanked quickly. I'll go out first and find out the situation before coming back. Yi Tung got up and said. Half a month passed quickly. Other than Yi Tung, who went out once, Yi Mo and Tong Zhu never went out, nor did anyone come for them. With the blast of the horn, they have arrived at Wanjiao town. The three immediately got out of the corner block and was ready to go out. Yi Mo saw there were still a lot of cultivators in the corner blocks. Most of them got off at the town here. They might be heading to the Blackweed Forest. Yi Mo let Yi Tung and Tong Zhu go first while he walked out with the rest of the cultivators. He didn't need to scan with his spirit sense to know that the golden shirt cultivator was looking coldly at him and got off as well. The black female cultivator saw Yi Mo leave and that golden shirt cultivator chase up. She sighed and went back into her room. She just reached golden immortal middle stage while that golden shirt cultivator was clearly stronger than her. He must have been in golden immortal middle stage for a long while. Plus, she knew her power. Even if she chased up, she wouldn't be able to help Yi Mo and might die herself. The ship didn't stay here for long and just let off some passengers and picked up some before disappearing into the sky. Yi Mo released Blue Moon and quickly left Wanjiao town. As soon as he left, he knew that golden shirt cultivator was following him, but he didn't care. He was going faster and faster. That golden shirt cultivator had a low-grade immortal artifact too, and was much faster than Blue Moon. If he wasn't waiting for Yi Mo to leave the range of the town, he would have chased up to Yi Mo already. Half an hour later, Yi Mo stopped at a mountain and immediately threw out tens of formation flags. They were hidden into the sky. Immediately, Yi Mo didn't dare to be careless in battles with golden immortal middle stage. He even let out Shadowless and hid him in a formation flag. At the same time, Yi Mo released his cultivation home magic artifact. A powerful mansion appeared in the wilderness. Seeing this, the golden shirt cultivator stopped instead. He was confused why Yi Mo would set up a cultivation home here. Feeling that the golden shirt cultivator stopped, Yi Mo quickly used the time to set up formation. He threw out the mansion to make the golden shirt cultivator stop for a moment, so he had enough time to set up formation. In less than 6 minutes, Yi Mo didn't even finish his trap formation, and the golden shirt cultivator didn't wait anymore. His dashing light appeared before Yi Mo. How did you appear here? Yi Mo stared at the golden shirt cultivator as though he saw a ghost. There was worry in his eyes while he quickly put away his mansion magic artifact. The golden shirt cultivator smiled. You tell me? Of course I'm here to kill you. Do you think I'm here to visit you? Hearing this, he breathed easy instead. Yi Mo was flying out into the wilderness, and he thought Yi Mo found him and led him here because he found help. Thus, he was very careful. After seeing Yi Mo take out a cultivation home magic artifact, there was no signs of other cultivators, he realized he was too careful. Little kid, you have some knowledge, and you want to mind others' business, die quickly, and move on to the next life. Wait, You won't even get a chance to do that. The golden immortal grabbed at Yi Mo. My knowledge isn't that good. I have a Shame flame, and that's how I knew your flame was fake. Then Yi Mo took out an orange flame. It's really Shame flame, the golden shirt cultivator called out in shock. There was overjoy in his eyes. He grabbed at the Shame flame without hesitation. He didn't consider Yi Mo a threat at all. Yi Mo sneered. He was waiting for this. He gathered almost all of his immortal essence and hacked out the instant the golden shirt cultivator touched the flame. Illusion cloud, Hua, mountain strike. Ever since converting his cultivation essence to immortal essence, he had never used it at full power. The purple ray hacked out with petrifying force. The scorching sword ray brought Yi Mo's relentless killing intent. The golden shirt cultivator felt this immediately. He didn't expect a hollow, immortal middle stage dared to do this to him. He snarled, "Do you want to die quickly?" Then he grabbed at Zisu. How could he care about a hollow, immortal middle stage like Yi Mo? But the next moment, an extreme sense of danger came. He felt that the purple sword rays seemed to have a sliver of sword domain, making his hand move slower. The golden immortal frowned and gave up trying to grab Zisu. He was about to release his own, but what shocked him greatly was that his figure and hand sign were slower than he imagined. This really is a sword domain. The golden shirt cultivator deigned dare to believe a mere hollow, immortal middle stage would have the primal form of sword domain. He knew it was too late to dodge, so he burst out his immortal essence trying to grab Zisu. Yi Mo sneered. Even if you're an abstruse immortal, you would lose your claws trying to grab his Zisu. A mere golden, immortal middle stage dared to grab it. Splurge. The hand was hacked to pieces. The golden shirt cultivator stopped Zisu from cutting his body, but he lost half an arm. Golden shirt cultivator retreated tens of meters back and looked dazedly at his broken arm before roaring in fury, "If I don't light your soul on fire, I'm an animal." Then he released a 9-star wheel. Despite being furious, he knew that Yi Mo was no ordinary cultivator to be able to hack away his arm in one strike. Yi Mo panted and threw out a few more formation fogs. Then he released Octagonal Cauldron. He knew that although he took out the golden shirt cultivator's arm, his actual battle power at most decreased by 10%. The 9-star will shone at a pale, white light before completely looming over Yi Mo. The terrifying temperature ravaged under the wheel, reminding Yi Mo of his heaven flame 9 suns. The wheel covered 100-meter range around Yi Mo, and Yi Mo immediately felt dizziness and slowed. This white light not only released terrifying temperature, but also could bind people and damage the soul. Good magic artifact. Yi Mo was shook. He didn't try to escape from it. He knew that the golden shirt cultivator would have a way to prevent him from doing that. An ordinary cultivator would have melted already, but Yi Mo was God's state body refinement and had Octagonal Cauldron. The golden shirt cultivator was shook seeing that Yi Mo didn't faint. He noticed Yi Mo's Octagonal Cauldron too. To him, Yi Mo was able to last this long completely due to Octagonal Cauldron. The golden shirt cultivator wasn't worried. Yi Mo looked dizzy under the 9-star wheel light, as though not sure what to do. The golden shirt cultivator wasn't worried. Yi Mo looked dizzy under the 9-star wheel light, as though not sure what to do. If Yi Mo fell down, he would bind Yi Mo immediately. Yi Mo wanted to let Shadowless attack many times, but he stopped. He felt it wasn't the best timing yet. The golden shirt cultivator used the 9-star wheel with full power, and Yi Mo immediately felt more terrifying heat. That 100-meter wide star wheel came crushing down at him. Yi Mo sighed. Facing this golden immortal cultivator, he wouldn't even be able to counterattack if he didn't ambush him. Even if he let Shadowless attack, it would at most make him alert and not do anything. This was him. If it was some other cultivator, he would have been melted ages ago. When the star wheel came crashing over, Yi Mo felt he was bound. He knew this was the binding of the 9-star wheel. Seeing Yi Mo was completely suppressed and couldn't even counterattack, the golden shirt cultivator sneered. It would be very hard even for a golden immortal to escape, much less a hollow immortal. He didn't worry that Yi Mo would escape at all. He was waiting for Yi Mo to escape with his essence spirit. Then he would immediately bind it and torture Yi Mo slowly. If he didn't have the golden page world, he could also break this space binding with spirit sense blades. But Yi Mo made up his mind to kill this golden immortal cultivator. Since he had golden page world, why not use it? The 9-star wheel was powerful, but it wouldn't be able to stop him from going in the golden page world. Rumble. There was the terrifying sound of space being crushed. Yi Mo disappeared completely. The golden shirt cultivator was looking for Yi Mo's essence spirit, but suddenly his body went cold. He immediately knew he was ambushed. The instant he was attacked by Shadowless, he tried to burst his immortal essence to kick Shadowless out. He surrounded Shadowless with immortal essence flame. Shadowless didn't even get a chance to continue the attack and could only take steps back. How could Yi Mo let this golden shirt cultivator attack Shadowless with full power? There was no way he was going to waste this opportunity. The moment he came out of the golden page world, he attacked with full power while expanding his domain. Even though he wouldn't be able to bind the golden immortal, it would be good enough to slow him. Not good. The golden immortal cultivator immediately knew that somehow this. Not good. The golden immortal cultivator immediately knew how the hollow immortal escaped. It was a small world. It was a world more stable than small world. The small world was precious, but he didn't have time to think about it. He didn't dare to take the purple sword rays with his bare hands again. He forcefully took back the 9-star wheel and blocked it in front of him. Crack. There was an ear-screeching sound. Yi Mo's immortal essence was no weaker than an ordinary golden immortal, and his spirit sense was more powerful than a golden immortal primary stage. This clash immediately took a toll of the golden immortal cultivator. He spat a mouthful of blood, and then a few more before stopping himself. Before he could release the 9-star wheel again, the endless purple sword rays loomed over. Only now did Yi Mo use his true sword art. Before he used sword technique, countless purple sword rays were activated from Zisu. Illusion Cloud Division Strike. Illusion Cloud Formation Kill Strike. Yi Mo knew that if he didn't use battle tactics, he wouldn't be able to beat a cultivator this much stronger than him. Even if he won, this guy might get away. That would be the worst thing to happen. Endless sword rays surrounded him, and the golden shirt cultivator was furious. He retreated while activating the 9-star wheel again. Rumble. 4 thick black lightning struck down on the head of the golden shirt cultivator. He didn't notice this, and his hair was burnt. Yi Mo hacked out with Zisu again. His lightning sword and purple sword rays never stopped attacking. Yi Mo breathed a little easier, seeing that this golden shirt cultivator wasn't able to counterattack for now. He knew that what he was using now wasn't enough to kill this golden immortal middle stage, but Yi Mo wasn't worried. He didn't order Shadowless to attack. He controlled the battle now. Insect, I'm going to eat you. The golden shirt cultivator, fuming, being suppressed by a hollow immortal. Despite so, he wasn't worried he would lose. If he avoided this round of attack and took a breath, this hollow immortal wouldn't be able to escape. Suddenly, he noticed something wasn't right. The path he was retreating wasn't the way he wanted to go. He was being attacked in the weak spot and ushered over that way. His battle experience was very ample, and there were countless golden immortal cultivators who died in his hands. He knew Yi Mo's cunning, and he didn't believe Yi Mo would be so nice to use less sword ray and lightning arcs in the direction he was retreating. Realizing this, the golden shirt cultivator was going to risk getting injured to counterattack, but at this moment, a faint, almost unseen sword ray hacked over. Before it arrived, there was a cold and sharp killing intent. Of course, he reconjized the strike. It was the strike that took off his arm. Even though he was furious, he had to use the 9-star will to block it in front of him again. Crack! A huge explosion sounded. The golden shirt cultivator spat another mouthful of blood and retreated back 40 meters. This time, Yi Mo didn't have it well either. Powerful immortal essence backlashed from Su, making him spit blood and fall back. Yi Mo forcefully burned his essence blood and stopped his momentum while throwing out a few formation flags. The reason he used such a cost to stop was to seal the golden shirt cultivator in his temporary formation. Clearly, this golden shirt cultivator was extremely experienced. He immediately knew things weren't good when Yi Mo spat blood to set up formation flag. He didn't expect Yi Mo was an immortal formation master. He finally realized why Yi Mo wasted time before. It was to set up formation flag, and ones that were stealthed. Realizing his situation, the golden shirt cultivator calmed down, but he didn't hesitate at all. The 9-star will was activated to the most powerful offensive form and smashed at Yi Mo's trap formation. The trap formation wasn't set up completely, but it was enough for Yi Mo. He released his main formation flag and entered the formation, launching the final attack on this golden shirt cultivator. When Yi Mo entered the formation to attack, the golden shirt cultivator wouldn't be able to attack his trap formation and could only use his will to fight with Yi Mo. Purple chi emanated, and white light flashed in the formation. Rays of Star Will Death Ray enveloped Yi Mo. If it was outside, Yi Mo would have been heavily injured already, but both of them were inside the trap formation. Even if Yi Mo didn't block the death rays, the trap formation would block it. As Yi Mo threw down more formation flags, there were more sword chi in the trap formation. Although they weren't lethal, it could let Yi Mo gain the upper hand gradually. If things persisted, this golden immortal would be killed by hollow, immortal middle stage Yi Mo. Stop, I have something to tell you. It's definitely beneficial to you. I found the remains of an immortal king. I'm willing to give it to you. The golden shirt cultivator was covered in blood. He also knew that if they kept fighting, he would be killed for sure. Stop, I have something to tell you. It's definitely beneficial to you. I found the remains of an immortal king. I'm willing to give it to you. The golden shirt cultivator was covered in blood. He also knew that if they kept fighting, he would be killed for sure. Thinking about how he was an unrivaled golden immortal in his class, and yet he was being suppressed by an insect hollow immortal middle stage and needed to beg for mercy, he was furious. He really wanted to crush Yi Mo with a mortal essence giant hand, but he knew he couldn't do it. He had no choice but to tell Yi Mo to stop. Just when he was going to get specific, he saw that Yi Mo's attack really slowed down. This made him breathe easy. Luckily, this hollow immortal was too young and really thought there was some immortal king remains. He slowed down the 9-star wheel and wanted to release a ruin, but he felt his meridians slow again. Not good. The golden shirt cultivator immediately knew that Yi Mo didn't really stop. Before he could force out Shadowless, Su hacked over with full power. At this moment, Yi Mo gathered almost all of his immortal essence and hacked down. Illusion Cloud Domain Kill Strike. The moment the golden shirt cultivator forced out Shadowless, the sword chi sliced down from his head. There was a sliver of despair in his eyes. He still could dodge this strike, but he used up too much immortal essence, and there was domain binding from this strike. He just dodged half an inch and was sliced down. Blood splashed everywhere, and the blood soon was melted by the scorching heat and turned into blood vapor. He died to a hollow immortal insect. The golden shirt cultivator was unsatisfied and wanted to run away with Essence Spirit, but Shadowless had been waiting for a long while. It darted up and ate the Essence Spirit and immediately flew back to Yi Mo. Yi Mo knew this guy was about to go to sleep again, so he sent him into the Golden Page world. At this moment, Yi Mo finally breathed easy. looking at the corpse of the golden shirt cultivator. He reflected on the battle. This was his first time fighting with golden immortal cultivator. He was certain the golden shirt cultivator was no ordinary golden immortal. His battle experience was rich, and he was powerful. If he wasn't God's state body refinement, even if he ambushed successfully, he would have been killed by the white light at the start. Yi Mo picked up the 9-star wheel and the golden shirt cultivator's storage ring. He was very happy. This 9-star wheel was a good thing. It was just a low-grade immortal artifact, but it seemed to be on par with middle-grade immortal artifact. That terrifying white light was like the Heaven Flame 9 Suns. Heaven Flame 9 Suns needed spirit sense. And although this magic artifact needed spirit sense too, it was much less taxing. After burning everything away, Yi Mo put away his stealth formation flag and released before disappearing from here quickly. He didn't go back to the Wanjiao town. Only an idiot would go back there and take the immortal ship to Blackweed Forest. Who didn't see the golden shirt cultivator chasing out to kill him? Plus, who knows what background this cultivator had? He killed Tian Alfing at the Heartless Sea, and thus caused the huge trouble. This made Yi Mo wary. He could kill, but he needed to clean up the mess. Now, Yi Mo was heavily injured too, so he needed to find a place to recovery. A day later, Yi Mo stopped at the foot of an ordinary mountain. He went into the earth, and then into the Golden Page world, and immediately began recovery. He had a lot of pills and was God's state body refinement. With the 3-birth chant, he had mostly recovered in a little over half a day. He burned his set of clothes and changed into a new set before feeling assured. The first thing he was going to do was check the golden shirt cultivator storage ring. The restrictions on it was no problem, was Yi Mo. After breaking it, Yi Mo tipped everything inside the Golden Page world. He finally realized what was truly wealthy. When he killed that powerful Yen Zhua, he only got some ordinary pills and about 400 top-grade immortal crystals, as well as that flying magic artifact. The golden shirt cultivator's storage ring made Yi Mo feel that robbery was the way to get rich quick. There was 300k top-grade immortal crystals, not a single low-grade immortal crystals. There were about 100k MD immortal crystals. When reaching golden immortal level, the use of low-grade immortal crystals were very minimal. Of course, ordinary golden immortals would still use low-grade immortal crystals to cultivate. Other than immortal crystals, there were level 2 immortal pills. Of course, Yi Mo was happiest about the 12 lightning orbs. The only thing he didn't get was that this cultivator clearly wasn't lightning element, so why did he want the 12 lightning sea magical orbs? Regardless, Yi Mo didn't bother thinking anymore. As for the 9-star wheel, Yi Mo didn't want to use it as his own magic artifact, but it was very powerful. He would still spirit control it just in case he needed it. Other than all this, Yi Mo got 2 blue wind rocks. They were wind element immortal grade level 2 materials. They were suitable for forging flying magic artifact. Yi Mo could add it to Blue Moon. His flying magic artifact was already falling behind. Even now, it was still just beyond half immortal artifact. If he brought Blue Moon to low-grade immortal artifact, he would be able to reach Blackweed Forest in a short time. He still had 2 low-grade flying immortal artifact, but he didn't dare to use both of them. Plush didn't like them. Blue Moon had been with him the longest, and he had some feelings attached to it. Plus, Blue Moon was the magic artifact he made. It was easier to control for him. The 2 blue wind rocks didn't disappoint Yi Mo, and his forgery means didn't disappoint him neither. After a few days of work, he forcefully fused the rocks into Blue Moon, bringing Blue Moon to low-grade immortal artifact. This meant that he had successfully become a level 1 immortal forgery master. 2 months later, an ordinary hollow immortal came to the Blackweed town. He didn't have any armor on him and just walked inside empty-handed. This was Yi Mo. Originally, he would need 4 months to get here, but now he only used 2. The Blackweed town was huge, and not that much smaller than ordinary immortal cities. However, because there was no spirit gathering formation nor immortal spirit range, it was a town, and not a city. There was no spirit sense barrier formation, so Yi Mo could scan everything with his spirit sense. Most cultivator residents had a simple spirit sense barrier formation. He scanned here to find Yitung and Tongzhu. However, Yi Mo scanned where Yitung said he would be living, and there was no one there. He broke in the formation with his spirit sense blades, and there were a few cultivators there, but not Yitung. Yi Mo knew that by the immortal ship he would be here in, at most, half a month's time. It had been 2 months now. They were definitely back. Perhaps they went inside the forest. Yi Mo came to where Tongzhu stayed before. The immortal spirit chi here was very deprived. Yi Mo only knew the approximate location. He stopped a hollow, immortal middle stage cultivator. "May I ask if Tongzhu lives here?" Yi Mo asked politely. That cultivator looked at Yi Mo in confusion before pointing even further away at a yard and left. Yi Mo looked at the direction this hollow immortal pointed in confusion. There was just a solitary yard with formation. The defense formation was a mere level 8 spirit formation. It was worse than the defense formation of some sects in the cultivation realm. Yi Mo looked at the direction this hollow immortal pointed in confusion. There was just a solitary yard with formation. The defense formation was a mere level 8 spirit formation. It was worse than the defense formation of some sects in the cultivation realm. Yi Mo's spirit sense easily scanned inside. There was a female cultivator inside. Hollow immortal middle stage power. Her face was very pale, a sickly pale. Clearly she was injured. What made Yi Mo feel strange was that although her expression seemed very serious, there was this indescribably seduction emanating from her bone, making people want to get close to her. Such a strange feeling. Yi Mo frowned. His 3-birth chant was constantly running, and that feeling just flashed away. He didn't know if other cultivators who saw her would have a similar feeling. Yi Mo walked to the door and sent a message through the restriction. After a while, the restriction was opened, and a female cultivator with a covered face stood at the door looking at Yi Mo in confusion. Seeing this, Yi Mo knew that the seduction wasn't something she could control. "Who are you?" She stared at Yi Mo. Her voice was a little coarse but was rather soft. "I'm Tongzhu's friend. I came to find Tongzhu. May I ask if she's here?" Yi Mo immediately said. Hearing this, she responded after a while, "Tongzhu's friend? What's your name?" "I'm Yi Mo." The female cultivator immediately said in surprise and joy, "Oh, it's Pill. Master Yi Qianbei, please come in. I'm Tongzhu's sister-in-law." Then the female cultivator quickly let Yi Mo in and set up the restriction again. "You're Tongzhu's sister-in-law?" Yi Mo asked. "Yes, Qianbei. Na Bei is Tongzhu's sister-in-law Jiangjin. Wan Bei heard you talk about Qianbei. Qianbei concocted many pills for free for Zhu." The female cultivator bowed to Yi Mo. Yi Mo waved his hand. "You're injured?" "Yes." Jiang Jin's eyes dimmed down and added, "Due to Wan Bei's body, I can only cover my face." Yi Mo smiled. "It's fine, even if you take it off, it wouldn't affect me." Ha! Jiang Jin dazed. She knew she was a natural seduction body, and ever since she got injured, she wasn't able to control the immortal essence in her body. This resulted her seduction fully shown, making people think she was very horny, but she knew she wasn't this sort of person. Pity she couldn't control it. Yi Mo just reminded, but he didn't mind if Jiang Jin would listen to him. He took out a pill and gave it to her. "Eat this pill, and tell me where Tongzhu went." "She went to Blackweed Forest with brother Yi." Jiang Jin suddenly stopped as she stared at the pill in shock. "Clear-limb pill? Level 2 immortal pill." This was the pill Yi Mo got from the Golden Shirt cultivator. This was extremely good recovery pill for heaven immortals. It was useful for most injuries, and thus was very expensive. A middle grade one would cost a few thousand top grade immortal crystals. I can't eat this pill. It's too expensive. Jiang Jin pushed the pill back in Yi Mo's hands shakily. Yi Mo waved his hand. I'm an immortal pill master. This pill is nothing. Heal your injuries first and tell me where Tong Zhu went. Jiang Jin just remembered that Tong Zhu seemed to have told her that Yi Mo was a level 3 immortal pill master. A mere clear Lin pill was nothing to a level 3 immortal pill master indeed. Jiang Jin then ate the pill. The pill immediately turned into recovery immortal spirit liquid that flowed through her body. In a short time, she felt her internal injuries going. She had never consumed a level 2 immortal pill, and thus it was very potent. She took off the black veil on her face and was very grateful. Yi Mo found in shock that the seduction from her body went away with the recovery of her injuries. Such body was too strange. There really was indeed anything in the vastness of the immortal realm. Before Yi Mo asked, Jiang Jin said, when Brother Yi and Zhu came back, Brother Yi let us move to the town west. Yi Mo nodded. Hearing her tone, they really did move over. In that case, why did they come back? The immortal spirit chi here was so deprived, it was hard to progress even with pills. Jiang Jin sighed. Originally we moved over there, and cultivation was much better. But soon something happened to Brother Yi. Yi Mo frowned. What is the problem? Brother Yi went to the Chunko station not only for his own pill concoction but others. On top of that, he had nearly 5,000 top-grade immortal crystals. These weren't his. They were gathered by many cultivators of Black Weed Town asking him to buy things at the town. Jiang Jin looked worriedly at Yi Mo. Then I heard you tell me that you offended a powerful figure about the ship. In order for you to stay on the ship, Brother Yi took out 3,000 top-grade immortal crystals to a small manager and paid some pills. When Brother Yi came back, he couldn't hand back the immortal crystals nor the things. Even the pills weren't incomplete. He was surrounded and we 3 were injured. Brother Yi not only lost his magic artifact, but was kicked out of town west. Hearing this, Yi Mo's face sunk. He said heavily, Did Yi Ting not say that I would pay them back in a few months? Jiang Jin answered, Brother Yi said it, but no one was willing to believe him. They all said he took the immortal crystals and immortal spirit herb for himself. Yi Mo didn't expect Yi Ting was this nice. Not only did he pay for his ticket, but also bribed the ship manager. No wonder Yi Ting went out that day. He was bribing the small manager. Otherwise, he might be kicked off the ship before landing. All of Brother Yi's things were taken over, and he had nowhere to go. He could only move over here. But there's a lot of people spreading rumors here. Many people who didn't know the truth looked down on Brother Yi. His wounds didn't recover, and he went to the forest to look for cultivation resource. Because no one was willing to group with Brother Yi, Zhu went despite being injured. Jiang Jin sighed. Yi Mo knew that Jiang Jin didn't go because her body was special. If her seduction showed and people saw, only a tragic fate awaited her. No wonder when he asked where Tong Zhu was, people looked contemptuous. Thinking about this, Yi Mo asked Jiang Jin, I'm going to the Blackweed Forest. Are you coming? Jiang Jin said without hesitation, of course. It's always been me who went with Zhu to the forest. If we don't go very deep, there won't be much danger. Yi Mo wanted to take her, as he had never been in the forest. Cultivators nearby gave them weird looks when they came out, but Yi Mo didn't care. This place was where the bottom of the cultivators stayed. Their powers couldn't progress for many years, so other than talking about drama, they had nothing else to do. Jiang Jin seemed to care even less, and calmly told Yi Mo about the Blackweed Town and the forest. Pill Master Yi Qian Bei, should we go by flying magic artifact or fly over? Jiang Jin asked. Seeing Yi Mo was confused, she quickly explained, there's some way to the forest. If we take the flying ship of the town, it takes a bit more than a day. The flying ship is low-grade immortal artifact. No need, I have my own, Yi Mo said. There was a lot of cultivators outside Blackweed Town. After Yi Mo released Blue Moon, people saw it immediately. When they saw that a hollow immortal middle stage cultivator had a low-grade flying immortal artifact, they all showed glances of envy. There was a lot of cultivators outside Blackweed Town. After Yi Mo released Blue Moon, people saw it immediately. When they saw that a hollow immortal middle stage cultivator had a low-grade flying immortal artifact, they all showed glances of envy. Yi Mo knew that robbing and murdering was everywhere. No one was willing to give the opportunity of pursuing Dao to someone else. For cultivation, many cultivators had no bottom line. Now that he released Blue Moon, and many people saw it was hard to guarantee people wouldn't have any bad intentions. But Yi Mo didn't mind. If he was hollow immortal primary stage and hadn't converted his cultivation essence yet, he might use extreme grade cultivation artifact, but now he was hollow immortal middle stage. He had even killed golden immortal. Even if a hollow immortal cultivator had any bad intentions, he could casually kill him. Even if an abstruse immortal cultivator saw Blue Moon, he wouldn't think much, which abstruse immortal didn't have low-grade, flying immortal artifact. With enough power, he didn't need to keep a low profile. Plus, he was planning to cultivate to hollow immortal peak stage, or even golden immortal before leaving here. His flying magic artifact would be exposed sooner or later. Seeing this, there was surprise and joy in Jiang Jin's eyes, but then she looked worriedly at Yi Mo, Pill Master Yi Qianbei, taking out low-grade immortal artifact here. I'm afraid, Yi Mo smiled, got on first. Just call me Pill Master Yi like brother, Yi. I'm not a Qianbei. Yes, Jiang Jin hesitated for a moment before getting on the Blue Moon. She thought of what Yi Tung said. A golden immortal cultivator went to hunt Pill Master Yi, but Pill Master Yi was still here. Didn't that mean he could get away from golden immortal? Then that would mean Pill Master Yi should be able to get away from people who caused them. When Blue Moon picked up speed, Jiang Jin found that it was even faster than the Blackweed Town immortal ship. In just a day, the two had arrived outside the Blackweed Forest. Yi Mo got off Blue Moon. What entered his eyes was a loosely scattered brush. Some squads who just came out of the forest saw the two and was a little confused. Usually, squads were made up of 4 to 5 people. 2-people squads were very rare. When I came in with Zhu, there were often people looking at us like this, but we're always on the outskirts. We never go in. Jiang Jin explained. Yi Mo scanned his spirit sense in and found that the outskirts were indeed very wide. Even his spirit sense couldn't scan to the end. There were quite some cultivators at the outskirts too. He could see about a few hundred cultivators within his spirit sense. With this many cultivators searching at the outskirts, it would be strange if they could find any immortal spirit herb. No wonder Tong Zhu said they would only go for pill concoction every few years. Cultivation was indeed not easy. There were countless cultivators, but which few can break through and reach the peak? If he didn't have the Golden Page World, would he be able to reach where he is now? Perhaps he would still be in the cultivation realm. I'm afraid they went into the depth of the forest, Jiang Jin said worriedly. Yi Mo nodded. In this case, let's go in. Yi Mo activated Blue Moon, darting into the depth of the forest in a blue light. Pill Master Yi, be careful, there are a lot of immortal beasts here. There's not many at the outskirts, but there are some powerful ones. Before Jiang Jin finished, Zisu brought up a purple ray, and a level 11 she-eagle was sliced to pieces. Blue Moon once again sped off. Jiang Jin looked at Yi Mo in shock. She-eagle was extremely fast, and it's because of that it was able to keep up after Yi Mo slowed Blue Moon down. However, Yi Mo casually killed it with one strike. Even she needed some time to kill one. This Yi Mo seemed to have the same cultivation level as her, but he acted so swiftly. Only now did she realize that this Pill Master Yi seemed to be truly powerful. As Blue Moon went deeper, The brushes got denser, and the terrain became more complicated. 2 days later, Jiang Jin pointed at an extremely thick region of trees and said, "That forest is the depth of the forest. I've never been there, so I don't know where they went." Emo got off Blue Moon. Even though he was confident he didn't dare to fly, however, he wanted in the depth of the blackweed forest. "Wait, Pill Master Yi. I know someone who just came out. I'll ask them if they had seen Zhu." Jiang Jin pointed at a few people and said, before they went over, the 4 cultivators saw the 2 and stopped. Emo noticed that 1 was Hollow Immortal Peak Stage and 3 were Hollow Immortal Tertiary Stage. "Brother He," Jiang Jin bowed to the leading cultivator. "It's you? Jiang Jin, why would you come here?" "It's the depth of the forest beyond here." The cultivator looked at Jiang Jin in confusion and asked. Jiang Jin quickly said, "Brother He, I came here to find my sister Tong Zhu. Did you see her?" The He cultivator shook his head. "She should be Hollow Immortal Middle Stage. How can she go into the depths?" Then, as though thinking of something, he smiled to the 3 cultivators next to him. "Brother Chen, Jiang Jin is my friend. Let's not today." The Hollow Immortal Peak Stage cultivator said calmly, "He Shugu, I never said I was going to do anything." Jiang Jin realized something was wrong too. Other than the cultivator, she knew the other 3 seemingly blocked off their exit. She looked worriedly at He cultivator and said, "Brother, he will be going first." "Of course you can, but your flying magic artifact is good," the Chun man said. The He cultivator had a bad face but didn't dare to say anything. This Chun guy was asking to die. His squad's Chun cultivator knew Jiang Jin, yet he still wanted to rob them. Emo wasn't going to show mercy for such person. "My sword is not bad, too." Emo took out Zisu and said. Seeing Emo take out another low-grade immortal artifact, there was light in the Chin man's eyes. "Indeed, it's good. Give it to me." He walked up as he spoke and released a low-grade immortal artifact, but before he could activate Emo, hacked over with Zisu. "You're asking to die. This is peak stage. Didn't expect the Hollow Immortal Middle Stage." Emo dared to attack first. Seeing this, Jiang Jin's face changed. Just when she wanted to talk, the Chun cultivator's face also changed. There was extreme shock in his eyes. His eyes went red, as though crazily inserting his immortal essence into his magic artifact. Yet no matter how he tried, he was a far cry from Emo Illusion Cloud Domain Kill Strike. Crack. The blue sword hadn't fully activated yet, and the sword chi was split apart. "Stop. I'm sorry." The Chun cultivator saw that his blue sword couldn't even stop the sword chi from Emo. But Emo didn't have any intentions of showing mercy. A door-sized purple ray hacked apart the Hollow Immortal cultivator's body. Blood mist sprayed. One move, and this Hollow Immortal was killed. Emo picked up the blue sword and the storage ring before looking at the other 2, and said, "Do you guys think my flying immortal artifact is very good?" The other 2 dazed and quickly waved their hands. No, Qianbei, we never said that." "Then piss off," Emo yelled, and the 2 Hollow Immortal Tertiary Stage ran off. The He cultivator reacted and shakily saluted with his fists to Emo. "Qianbei, Wan Bu will be going too." Then he didn't even dare to wait for Yemo's response and quickly left with the other 2. Jiang Jin reacted now and looked at Emo in disbelief. She had seen many fights here, but she had never seen a Hollow Immortal Middle Stage could instantly kill a Hollow Immortal Peak Stage cultivator. Jiang Jin reacted now and looked at Emo in disbelief. She had seen many fights here, but she had never seen a Hollow Immortal Middle Stage could instantly kill a Hollow Immortal Peak Stage cultivator. She thought of that golden immortal who hunted Pill Master Yi. Was he killed too? This was completely possible because even a golden immortal wouldn't be able to kill Hollow Immortal Peak Stage so effortlessly like Pill Master Yi. Emo gave the low-grade immortal artifact blue sword to Jiang Jin. "You can use this. Jiang Jin took it and hesitated before giving it back. pill, Master Yi, I can't take it. It's too valuable. Yi Mo waved his hand. I have plenty of these. It's pointless to me. Yi Mo was telling the truth. He had 7 or 8 low-grade immortal artifact in his storage ring. He was a level 1 forgery master too now. If he had good materials, he could make low-grade immortal artifact whenever he wanted. Her original magic artifact was only a half immortal artifact. Jiang Jin knew Yi Mo was being genuine. With Yi Mo's power and how he killed a golden immortal HWO, could he care about an ordinary low-grade immortal artifact? Thinking about this, she took it. After entering the depth for a while, Jiang Jin wasn't as worried as before. They should be fine with Yi Mo's power. The two walked for another 2 days and encountered some level 1 immortal beast, but they were all easily killed by Yi Mo. 3 days later, Yi Mo had decided to change a direction. He believed with Yi Teng's power, they wouldn't be able to go deeper. At this moment, Jiang Jin received a message. She looked at her communication bead and immediately said to Yi Mo in surprise and joy, "Zhu messaged me. She told us to go back immediately. They would come out quickly." Yi Mo frowned. Since they were here, why go back immediately? Ask them where they are now. Yi Mo said. Before Jiang Jin could talk, a dashing light came charging over. It seemed to be an injured hollow immortal tertiary stage cultivator. Yi Mo stopped him without hesitation. Seeing this, the hollow immortal smashed his magic artifact over at Yi Mo, while Yi Mo released Sisu. Crack, the magic artifact was sliced in half. The next moment, Yi Mo's sword ray had trapped this hollow immortal cultivator. If Yi Mo didn't show mercy, this cultivator would have been killed already. "Qian Bei, have mercy," the cultivator begged. "It's you?" Jiang Jin called out in shock. Yi Mo looked at her. "You know this person?" Jiang Jin nodded. "Yes, he lived with Brother Yi. When Brother Yi was forced out, he was a part of it, but he didn't attack. So it's a heartless guy." Yi Mo sneered and was about to kill him. "Qian Bei, don't attack. I didn't do anything to Brother Yi. Brother Yi is in danger right now. He's in the Tao Wu Valley, 30,000 kilometers north from here." The hollow immortal spoke rapidly. He didn't understand how Yi Mo was this powerful when he was only hollow immortal middle stage. "Tao Wu Valley?" Yi Mo repeated. "I know Tao Wu Valley. It's an abandoned ancient ruin sit in the Blackweed Forest. It's said to be Ao Hen's previous cultivation home. Ao Hen is a descendant of the 11 top heaven domains Tung Sheng Heaven Lord. He committed a great sin in Tung Sheng Heaven, so he was cast out of the top 11 heaven domains and came here." Jiang Jin said. Yi Mo nodded and looked at this hollow immortal cultivator and asked, "Why are you running?" The cultivator gritted his teeth and said, "Because I killed someone from the Blackweed Town Feng Shi Merchant Association, so I must leave her Imi. And the Feng Shi Merchant Association people are going to kill Yi Teng. If you're Yi Teng's friend, we have a common enemy. Piss off." Yi Mo didn't have the mood to ask anything else and released Blue Moon, darting towards the Tao Wu Valley. He believed that hollow immortal didn't lie. He needed to go see how Yi Teng was. Seeing this, the hollow immortal wiped the sweat from his forehead and murmured, "Since when did Yi Teng have such a powerful friend?" 30,000 kilometers was a short distance for Blue Moon. Tao Wu Valley was a large area of rocks. There was not a single grass within a few thousand km range. Yi Mo's spirit sense soon scanned into a broken stealth restriction. This restriction broke itself after existing for so long. Even so, ordinary people wouldn't be able to see it. Yi Mo was an immortal formation master, so he could immediately see it. There were many footprints outside the restriction. Yi Mo and Jiang Jin soon entered the restriction and were dazed when they saw the scene inside. This was a small valley, and it was lush green everywhere, but they were trampled in some places. Nearly 100 cultivators were searching for something in this messy valley, and at the entrance to the restriction, There were 4 people guarding something. There were more than 10 bodies not far ahead of them, and they didn't seem to have died long ago. Yi Mo and Jiang Jin immediately saw Yi Tung and Tong Zhu not at the border of the hill. They weren't searching for immortal spirit herb like the others, but stood with a grim face. Everyone saw Yi Mo and Jiang Jin enter here. The cultivator at the door was Golden Immortal Primary Stage and frowned after seeing Yi Mo. Pill Master Yi, how are you here? Yi Tung said. What happened to you? Yi Mo frowned, seeing Yi Tung was covered in wounds. Haha, there's 2 more of yous here. What else can you say? A hollow Immortal Tertiary Stage scorned at Yi Tung. Yi Tung's face was pale. The 2 just came from outside and touched nothing. What does this have to do with them? The cultivator said in content, they have nothing to do with this, but if you have balls, try walking out without handing it over. Yi Tung was furious, and Tong Zhu quickly pulled him before waving to Yi Mo. Yi Mo asked heavily, Brother, Yi, what's going on? Pill Master, Yi, let's talk on the side. Tong Zhu added. Yi Tung nodded. The 4 left the entrance of the restriction and walked to the side. The cultivators guarding just sneered and didn't stop them. After coming to a far corner, Yi Tung stopped and sighed. Pill Master, Yi, I brought this trouble on you today. The 4 cultivators guarding the entrance is from the Feng Shui Merchant Association. They said they found this place, and all cultivators here need to hand a part of the immortal spirit herb they find here. I was the first to object, so they not only want us to hand over our immortal spirit herb, but also wants to check our storage ring. They're this nice? They found this place and notified other cultivators? Yi Mo asked in confusion. They didn't find it. A level 1 Immortal Formation Master was the first to point it out. He found a broken restriction, and before he could go in, a cultivator of the Feng Shui Merchant Association went in first. So they say they found it first, and all cultivators need to hand up a part of the immortal spirit herb they find. The Feng Shui Merchant Association is too powerful, and many cultivators didn't want to have conflict with them, so they did it and left. Tong Zhu quickly said. Yi Tung said heavily, I'm afraid that even if he handed it over, we can't go out. Some cultivators went out, but they were clearly being followed by them. Yi Tung then pointed at the cultivators on the hill. The immortal spirit herbs had all been collected, and these people stayed here just to wait for a chaotic time to leave. No one wants to hand over the high-level immortal spirit herb they found to them for free, but no one dares to lead. They don't dare to fight. The Feng Shui Merchant Association is waiting for backup too. High-level immortal spirit herb. Yi Mo asked. Yi Tung nodded. Yes, people found level 4 immortal spirit herb here, and I heard them say that this valley was Ao Heng's cultivation home before. Yi Mo subconsciously looked at the trampled hill, and his heart went on fire. Just how many immortal spirit herb would be at such large area? If he get this large amount of immortal spirit herb, he would soon be able to reach immortal pill great master. Yi Mo subconsciously looked at the trampled hill, and his heart went on fire. Just how many immortal spirit herb would be at such large area? If he get this large amount of immortal spirit herb, he would soon be able to reach immortal pill great master. An immortal pill great master would have countless cultivation realm anywhere. That blue dress status immortal said his greatest achievement would be golden immortal. This made Yi Mo very contemptuous. Yi Mo never thought he would stop at golden immortal. Even if she was immortal king power, that wasn't his final target. You've handed over part of your immortal spirit herb. Yi Mo immediately asked, why? Ting shook his head. No, all of it. We gave everything we had, and yet they still want to check our storage ring. Jiang Jin asked in confusion, Brother, Yi, since you and Zhu gave the immortal spirit herb, already why do they still want you to hand over storage ring? Plus, without the immortal spirit herb, it's fine to let them check the storage ring. Yi Tung looked carefully at the guards and whispered, because I got Ao. Heng Qianbei's heritage, so I can't hand over my storage ring. Huh? Jiang Jin was shook and immediately covered her mouth. Yi Teng sighed. When he said this, he was already planning to hand it over. Otherwise, he wouldn't want to admit it even in front of Yi Mo and them. There was a golden immortal, and more than 10 hollow immortal tertiary stage here. Thinking about golden immortal, Yi Teng immediately thought of the golden shirt who hunted Yi Mo and immediately asked Pill Master Yi at the Wanjiao town. Yi Mo waved his hand. That thing is over. Since there's no more immortal spirit herb, here, let's go out furs. Yi Teng sighed. I guess we can only do that. I'll give the storage ring to them. Yi Mo smiled. No need, keep Ao Heng's heritage. As for immortal spirit herb, I'll get it back from them. Pill, Master Yi. Yi Teng looked at Yi Mo with uncertainty. Tong Zhu also added, Pill Master Yi, the Feng Shui Merchant Association has more than 10 cultivators here, and one of them is a golden immortal master. I heard that including the association leader, the Merchant Association has 3 golden immortal master. Zhu, listen to Pill Master Yi. We'll do what he tells us to do. Jiang Jin knew of Yi Mo's power. Yi Teng and Tong Zhu looked at Jiang Jin and nodded. Yi Teng didn't know what way Yi Mo was going to use, but since he said this, he definitely had his way. Seeing the 4 discuss for a long while, and all walked towards the entrance of the restriction. The 4 guards sneered. Did they think they could run from here? Even the other cultivators looked over. Most of them were living at the Blackweed town. No one wanted trouble with the Feng Shui Merchant Association. Sai pity, I found 2 golden tongue flower. Pill Master, ye could have made 2 cauldrons of golden wool pills for us. Tong Zhu sighed. Golden tongue flowers? Yi Mo was overjoyed and immediately asked. It was a level 2 immortal spirit herb used to make golden wool pill. This pill allowed hollow immortal to break through to golden immortal. He had a lot of cultivation resources now. If he went into solitary cultivation, he would soon be able to reach hollow immortal peak stage. Then he would need the golden wool pill. Yi Teng sighed. Yes, because I found that, and I desperately wanted to leave here. I was the first to disagree. Otherwise, I would be watching the show like other cultivators and still keep my things, sigh. Yi Mo smiled. Don't worry, it's all still here. Have you made up your minds? Don't play any tricks. If we find anything less in your storage ring, you're asking to die. One hollow immortal sneered. I'm afraid that no matter if we give everything or not, you would still say we hid something and kill us, right? Yi Mo answered in contempt. Hurry up and hand the storage ring over. One hollow immortal tertiary stage snarled. There was nearly 100 cultivators here. Even if they want to kill Yi Teng, they needed a good excuse. Here, Yi Mo said, and hacked out with Zisu. This hollow immortal tertiary stage didn't expect Yi Mo dared to kill him. Before his snarl even faded, he was hacked open by the sword chi. Yi Mo picked up the storage ring and twisted with sword chi. That terrified essence spirit didn't even get a chance to run away. Even after that, the body still didn't fall. Yi Mo's sudden actions dazed the cultivators here. They had never seen a cultivator ferocious enough to kill people from the Feng Shui Merchant Association. He didn't even explain anything and just attacked without hesitation. Yi Teng dazed. If he knew this was Yi Mo's method, he would rather had in the storage ring. Yi Mo was a hollow immortal middle stage. He ambushed a hollow immortal tertiary stage, but there was still a golden immortal. Die. The golden immortal was furious that people dared to challenge the overlord. A milky white figure with icy mist was released. Ice soul spear, low-grade immortal artifact. The temperature here rapidly dropped before it was fully activated. Yi Teng and them quickly retreated. This terrifying frigidness expanded, but they were too slow and shivered in the cold. The onlooking hollow, immortal cultivators were more scared. They were thinking that if it wasn't for the Feng Shui Merchant Association's name, even a golden immortal wouldn't be able to stop this many cultivators. But now they realized they were wrong. If this coldness fully expanded, ordinary hollow, immortal cultivators wouldn't even be able to counterattack. At this moment, the icy mist formed an ocean of ice. As the spear moved, there was screeching sounds. Ordinary cultivators wouldn't even be able to retreat now. This icy mist was hard, and anyone who was surrounded by it wouldn't be able to move. This wasn't domain, but it was like one. Yi Emo knew this golden immortal primary stage's ice soul spear was powerful, but he was a far cry from the golden shirt golden immortal. Yi Emo immediately released Heaven Flame 9 Suns. Because Yi Emo released Heaven Flame 9 Suns slower, he was surrounded by the icy mist first. However, 2 purple fireballs still arrows above them. The purple rays shone down, and the icy mist melted rapidly. As the purple grew in heat, there was boiling sounds in the icy mist. Yi Tung and them used this opportunity to get as far away as possible. Yi Emo instantly broke free, and his Sisu didn't stop for a bit. There was shock in the eyes of the golden immortal primary stage when he saw Yi Emo use Heaven Flame 9 Suns and inserted even more immortal essence into the ice soul spear. He didn't expect this hollow immortal middle stage cultivator to be this troublesome. He had never seen such an absurd, hollow, immortal middle stage cultivator. Those 2 fireballs in the air seemed like 2 suns making his level 3 frost chi disappear. This was unimaginable. He had never seen such an absurd, hollow, immortal middle stage cultivator. Those 2 fireballs in the air seemed like 2 suns making his level 3 frost chi disappear. This was unimaginable. Crack! Sisu and Ice Soul Spear didn't even clash together yet, and the frost spikes formed a dense net looming out at Yi Emo. Yi Mo's face was calm. Sisu also released countless purple sword rays. The sword rays seemed to be alive and stopped the frosty spikes. Illusion Cloud Exert will strike. Crack! Some sword rays were pulverized, but some spikes were shattered. Finally, Sisu and the spear clashed together, cracking the air nearby. A powerful immortal essence power shot Yi Emo back, but Yi Emo didn't stop. While he was flying back, he released Sisu again. Illusion Cloud Domain Kill Strike, endless sharp purple killing chi, and Yemo's powerful immortal essence and spirit sense formed multiple 100-meter long and door-width sized sword rays. They loomed over the 2 hollow immortal cultivators of the Fengshe Merchant Association, who retreated to the side. Before they could react why a hollow immortal middle stage could fight with a golden immortal master, the sword chi swept over already. Splur! G2 bloodlights flashed in the icy mist air. The 2 hollow immortal tertiary stage couldn't even react, and were sliced into 4 parts. Their essence spirit quickly melted under the Heaven Flame 9 Suns. Seeing Yi Emo use the opportunity to kill the other 2 hollow immortal tertiary stage, the golden immortal cultivator was furious. He was struck flying as well, and it was impossible to save the 2. He realized that Yi Mo's immortal essence was even more powerful than his. He almost spat blood, but Yi Emo was completely fine. The 2 landed at the same time. Yi Emo was happy with his strike, killing 2 hollow immortal tertiary stage cultivators. The cultivators watching took a cold breath in. Yi Tung and Tong Zhu looked at Yi Emo in disbelief. Even though Jiang Jin guessed that Yi Emo might have killed the golden immortal hunting him, she was still shocked. Yi Emo easily killed a hollow immortal peak stage before, but hollow immortal peak stage was still hollow immortal. The difference to golden immortal was too great. The reason the 100 cultivators here didn't rebel, but instead prepared immortal spirit herbs to buy their way out was partly due to the golden immortal cultivator guarding here. Even the worst golden immortal can easily kill hollow immortal. There were some legends of hollow immortals killing golden immortal, but those were legends. Even if there was such hollow immortal cultivator, he would top grade master amongst hollow immortal or used his magic artifact to win. Yet now, they saw Yi Emo blast away a golden immortal primary stage in face-to-face battle with only hollow immortal middle stage power. Pill Master Yi Qianbei is this strong, Tong Zhu exclaimed. Yi Tung sighed. I really didn't expect this. It seems that golden shirt, but then he immediately stopped as Yi Mo said this didn't need to be brought up again. Yi Mo walked up slowly and took the rest of the 2 storage ring, and then looked calmly at the golden immortal cultivator. He put away the 2 purple suns. Heaven Flame 9 suns was too taxing on his spirit sense, and the ice was melted. He didn't need to use it. Yi Mo used Heaven Flame 9 suns to protect Wai Tung and them as the other 2 hollow immortal tried to attack them. Die! The golden immortal felt insulted that a hollow immortal insect dared to be so cocky with him. He howled and released his ice soul spear with full power. The spear shot through the air with rolling white frost. This frost chi was more terrifying than what he released before. He was waiting for Yi Mo to use Heaven Flame 9 suns. He could tell that the 2 suns were taxing on Yi Mo's spirit sense, but Yi Mo didn't intend to do so at all. He didn't even use Octagonal Cauldron to block the rolling frost. Instead, he charged in and hacked. Against such golden immortal, Yi Mo liked to be straightforward. He didn't like prolonging the battle with magic arts. Many magic arts seemed powerful and overwhelming, but to Yi Mo it was like thunder but no lightning. Seeing Yi Mo charge in, the golden immortal cultivator was overjoyed. This hollow immortal was indeed powerful, but his experience was too shit. Even a golden immortal would be killed coming into this frosty ray. A mere hollow immortal dared to go in. Rumble, Zisu, and the spear clashed together again. What shook the golden immortal extremely was that Yi Mo was completely fine in the frosty ray. He could feel Yi Mo's immortal essence in his ice ray. It even seemed a little stronger than him. You're a body refinement cultivator. God state, the golden immortal said in astonishment, but Yi Mo ignored him. Instead, he severed over with spirit sense blades. Spirit sense cultivation method, the golden immortal was shook again. His spirit sense was in excruciating pain, as though his spirit sense would disappear the next minute. Golden Immortal knew that if his spirit sense disappeared or his soul was damaged, he could only await death. Ice Soul! Detonate. The Ice Soul spear suddenly exploded. Vibrant spear shards with piercing sounds flew at Yi Mo like crazy. No matter how much sword rays Yi Mo could divide, he wouldn't be able to stop so many spear shards. Yi Mo released Octagonal Cauldron without hesitation. Yi Mo knew the howls were made by the spear spirit. The spirit was forcefully torn apart by its master, and he would transfer this hate to the opponent that caused his master to tear them apart. Thud, thud. Countless shards struck Octagonal Cauldron. Yi Mo felt his immortal essence weaken, and even his soul was a little wobbly. Without hesitation, he released Lightning Sword. Tens of lightning swords rained down on the Ice Soul Spear spirit shards. Seeing his lethal blow being pulverized by Yi Mo so easily and the countless means that Yi Mo seemed to have, this golden immortal cultivator was scared. He didn't even have an offensive magic artifact. Now, how did he dare to stay? He was about to turn to leave. How could Yi Mo let him go? Zisu hacked out again. Illusion Cloud Domain Kill Strike. The golden immortal felt the powerful binding of the domain kill strike. His face went pale. He released an extreme grade cultivation artifact shield. Crack, the shield only blocked Zisu for half a second and shattered. Splurge. Half of the golden immortal's hand was hacked away. Before he could beg for mercy, the purple sword rays was fully activated, and these spinning purple sword rays instantly annihilated the golden immortal cultivator. Moments later, a golden storage ring appeared in Yi Mo's hands. Yi Mo ate a clear Lin pill immediately. It was precious, but he couldn't retain the injuries now. He was injured a little killing that golden immortal primary stage. Yi Mo ate a clear Lin pill immediately. It was precious, but he couldn't retain the injuries now. He was injured a little killing that golden immortal primary stage. Seeing Yi Mo really kill a golden immortal cultivator, the cultivators here couldn't keep calm anymore. Some nervously released their magic artifact. They were scared that Yi Mo was too greedy and would kill all the cultivators here. A few cultivators who were from the Feng Shui Merchant Association didn't dare to speak a word. Pill Master Yi, you really killed that golden immortal cultivator. Yi Tung hurried over, still not daring to believe it. Yi Mo smiled to him. I said these guys wouldn't be able to get away. They'll have to spit out what they ate. What do we do now? Tong Zhu was very excited. Don't worry. Yi Mo then looked at the 100 cultivators on the hill and said, Everyone, I'm an immortal pill master. I believe everyone got a lot of immortal spirit herb here. After you go out, I will be concocting pills outside the Tao Wu Valley. As for payment, it's 2 sets of herbs for 1 cauldron of pills. Before Yi Mo finished, the cultivators rumbled. They were all planning how many cauldrons of pills they could get from Yi Mo. 2 sets of immortal spirit herb for 1 cauldron. Even the cheapest immortal pill master wouldn't name such price. Although some people were still dubious, most people were prepared to let Yi Mo concoct pills. Even if they were tricked, they would at most lose 2 sets of immortal spirit herb. There were so many cultivators here. Yi Mo wouldn't be lying. Otherwise, no one would come to him for pill concoction again. Yi Mo wanted to improve his pill concoction skills, and there were so many immortal spirit herb for him to practice. How could he pass out on such opportunity? Since everyone agrees, I'll be waiting outside for everyone. I will only be doing this for 3 days. After 3 days, I will be leaving. The opportunity is rare. Miss it at your own cost. Yi Mo felt he was like a salesman on earth. Seeing Yi Mo and them leave, everyone reacted. So Yi Mo really didn't plan to take some fee. This means that this pill master, Yi, might really be an immortal pill master. No cultivators wanted to wait anymore. And all left. When everyone came out, Yi Mo had set up his mansion magic artifact, as well as formation around it. Brother Yi, you and Sister Tong will be responsible for taking herbs. Jiangjin, bring the herbs to me, and give out the pills. Yi Mo said. Nearly 100 cultivators came out. Only those 10 or so cultivators who doubted Yi Mo and few Feng Shui Merchant Association people left. Most people didn't leave, as Yi Mo's conditions were too good. No matter how much immortal spirit herb they got, it would be useless unless they turned it into immortal pills. Most cultivators at the Blackweed town would go to Chun Ko Station for pill concoction, but the price there was too great. 1 cauldron would cost 3 to 4 sets of immortal spirit herbs. On top of that, the ship ticket was a huge expense. Thus, cultivators could only gather together and send one to get pills concocted for everyone. There would be no privacy in this at all. For cultivators, privacy was very important, but for pill concoction, there was nothing they could do. Pill Master, Yi, since we're staying here for 3 days, what if the Feng Shui Merchant Association people? Yi Ting asked worriedly. Yi Mo waved his hand and smiled. Don't worry, I've calculated things. Even if they get the news now, it would take them nearly 4 days to come here. We'll be gone after 3 days. The pill concoction platform had been set up, but no one came up for pill concoction. Clearly, everyone wanted to see if this was true before making a decision. I'll go up first then. A red-robed female cultivator walked up and took out 2 sets of immortal spirit herb for earth essence pill. With this, everyone gathered around. They all wanted to see if Yi Mo was a liar. In less than 5 minutes, Jiangjin sent out a cauldron of earth essence pill from the mansion. It's done already, the female cultivator called out in surprise and joy. Even Yi Tung and Tong Zhu were shook. The first time they saw Yi Mo, he took an entire day and only finished 3 bottles. But now, Yi Mo finished 1 so fast. Yi Mo's pill concoction speed got progressively faster. Now he would be able to do a few bottles of heaven-grade level 9 pills. Open it quickly, the cultivators around her asked. The female cultivator tipped the pill into her hands. 12 still warm earth essence pills fell into her hands. Top-grade earth essence pills. One hollow immortal tertiary stage called out in shock. Everyone heard his voice, but they saw it to themselves. They had seen top-grade pills, but finishing a bottle of top-grade pills in less than 5 minutes was too shocking. Yemo could concoct special-grade pills, but it would cost too much time. He lacked time right now. Even though he wasn't afraid of the Feng Shui Merchant Association, people he would leave her 3 days later. He would only come back once he brings his power to a certain level. I want pill concoction too. Me too. All the cultivators rushed up and squeezed over. Wait, I found pill master. Ye first line up. The red-robed female cultivator took out more than 10 sets of immortal spirit herb. You've already had a cauldron. Give other people a chance. Someone argued immediately. Wai Ting woke up from the shock and quickly said, everyone calm down and line up. Those who cut in line will not be served. There's only 70 or so people here. Everyone will get a chance. Hearing this, those people squeezing immediately woke up and quickly lined up. The red-robed female cultivator was still at the front. She took out immortal spirit herb for level 1, level 2, and level 3 pills. Brother E, we were brothers who lived together. Can you help and let me come first? A white-faced hollow immortal tertiary stage came up and smiled to Yi Tung. Yi Tung's face went cold when I was kicked out of town. West, there is no brothers anymore. Go line up if you angers you, and she doesn't let you get served. You don't even need to line up. Hearing this, he quickly went to the last and lined up. Everyone please hand up the immortal spirit herb and the pills you want to hear and wait on the side. We will start from level 1 immortal pill. If your level 1 immortal pills are done and level 2 immortal pill hasn't been called yet, don't worry, just wait a little. Jiang Jin said. This was Yi Mo's request, of course. He had never concocted level 2 immortal pills. He said this to familiarize level 1 immortal pills first before starting level 2. The first few level 2 immortal pill would be wasted for sure, but he could get it from others. A few cultivators hid their level 3 immortal spirit herb, but most took out their immortal spirit herb and the pills they wanted. Immortal spirit herb flowed into Yi Mo's pill concoction mansion non-stop, and bottles of level 1 immortal pills were being sent out. The cultivators found in surprise and joy that special grade pills started to appear. They had really never seen special grade pills. Soon cultivators realized something wasn't right. The first day, they only got level 1 immortal pills, not a single level 2 immortal pill. Although many of them were special grade level 1 immortal pills, but they gave out a lot of level 2 and level 3 immortal spirit herb. If they only got level 1 immortal pills, they might as well go to the Chun Ko station. Soon cultivators realized something wasn't right. The first day, they only got level 1 immortal pills, not a single level 2 immortal pill. Although many of them were special grade level 1 immortal pills, but they gave out a lot of level 2 and level 3 immortal spirit herb. If they only got level 1 immortal pills, they might as well go to the Chun Ko station. No matter how precious level 1 immortal pills were, they couldn't allow golden immortal cultivators to cultivate. They were mostly hollow immortal tertiary stage power. Level 2 and level 3 immortal pills would be the main pills they needed. Even so, no one dared to ask anything for fearing of offending that immortal pill master. The first day was about to pass, and finally one hollow immortal tertiary stage couldn't resist and walked up to Wai Ting. Brother E, we still haven't gotten a single level 2 immortal pill. Yi Ting's face sunk and said coldly, if you don't trust pill master Yi Qian, Bei, I'll immediately return your immortal spirit herb. Otherwise sit and wait. After hesitating for a while, he still saluted with his fists and retreated to the side. Yi Mo said pill concoction for 3 days. This was only first day. If he still couldn't take out level 2 immortal pills, then people would go up to him. He's powerful, but can he beat tens of hollow, immortal cultivators? Luckily, the thing everyone was worried about didn't happen. Starting from the second day, level 2 immortal pills were being sent out. Everyone breathed easy, but they realized a strange phenomena. The cultivators who got called up first had the lesser quality. At the beginning, it was just low-grade level 2 pills, but later on, the better quality they got, from middle grade to top grade, and even special grade came out. If people didn't know that learning level 2 immortal pill concoction in a day was impossible, they would think this immortal pill master never concocted level 2 immortal pills before and was just learning. But this was too absurd. No prodigy would be able to learn to concoct level 2 immortal pill in a day. But Yi Mo was that sort of person. He had 3 birth chant and could quickly learn the trick for concocting level 2 immortal pill. He also had the time formation disc to provide enough time for him. Realizing that this pill master gave better pills later on, many cultivators hoped their pills would come the third day. There were indeed pills on the third day. It was level 3 immortal pills. It also came out from an order of bad to good. When the third day was about to end, many cultivators took out more immortal spirit herb, asking Yi Mo for pill concoction. They all took out level 3 immortal spirit herb, and some even took out level 4 immortal spirit herb, but they were all rejected by Jiang Jin. She brought Yi Mo's words. Pill concoction for 3 days wasn't going to change. Those cultivators who took out level 3 immortal spirit herb early rejoiced at their decision, while those careful cultivator who didn't dare to take out level 3 immortal spirit herb immediately regretted. Before the third day ended, Yi Mo finished all the pills and left the mansion. Everyone looked at Yi Mo differently. Before it was fear, but now it was fervor and fear. Everyone, 3 days has passed, we're going now. Perhaps I might go to Blackweed Town in the future. Those friends who wants pill concoction can come find me if I go there. Then Yi Mo released Blue Moon and let Yi Tung and them get on before disappearing from the Tao Wu Valley. They didn't head towards the Blackweed Town, but changed a direction and entered into the depth of the woods. Although he didn't fear the Feng Shui Merchant Association, he didn't have an overwhelming advantage. He knew from Yi Tung that the association leader was Golden Immortal Middle Stage, and there was another Golden Immortal Primary Stage left. Seeing Yi Mo leave, everyone felt it was a pity. Yi Mo was such a good pill master, and yet he didn't go back. If he came back, people would be saving huge amounts of immortal spirit herb and immortal crystals. Pity. This pill master Qian Bei is a generous person. It's a huge loss for us. He doesn't go to Blackweed Town. Some cultivators sighed. He said he would come back. Those with immortal spirit herb don't need to worry. Everyone has pills now. It's enough for a decade or so. You might as well go back and cultivate while waiting for him to return. That's right. Pill master, you left due to Feng Shui Merchant Association. They would be here soon. We should quickly leave too. Soon, the cultivators started leaving, and in a short time, this place was empty again. A day later, multiple dashing lights arrived. 2 golden immortal with more than 10 hollow immortal tertiary stage cultivators came. The leader was Feng Shui Merchant Association leader, but pity, there was no one here. Yi Mo's Blue Moon had been flying for 4 days. He didn't really go fly into the depth of the woods. He was just flying at the border. He knew that with his current power, going into the depth was asking to die. Even so, they encountered trouble a few times on the way. They even met a level 3 immortal spirit beast once. Yi Tung was injured due to this. If Blue Moon wasn't fast, they would have been eaten by that immortal spirit beast. Pill Master Yi, what do we do now? Yi Tung asked. He found that more and more immortal spirit beasts were starting to appear. If they kept flying like this, eventually they would be eaten. Even Tong Zhu and Jiang Jin looked at Yi Mo. Yi Mo pointed at a valley and said, we'll cultivate here. When Brother Yi reaches Golden Immortal, we can go cultivate here? Isn't this where immortal spirit beast reign? Tong Zhu asked in confusion. Wim smiled. It's fine. I can set up formation. Yi Mo believed if he opened a cultivation home in the cave and set up a stealth immortal formation, then even level 3 immortal spirit beast didn't matter. We'll listen to Pill Master Yi, Yi Tung said without hesitation. Then he added in embarrassment, Pill Master, you just call me Yi Tung from now on. It feels strange to me being called Brother Yi. I know my talent. In the cultivation realm, it was average. Reaching golden immortal in a short time, I'm afraid. Okay, Yi Mo really didn't mind. The division of levels were very strict here. He was an immortal pill master and an immortal formation master, as well as someone who could kill golden immortal. Of course, calling him brother, he would make him feel weird. Don't worry about cultivation. The pills and immortal crystals in this storage ring can allow you to reach golden immortal. He took out a storage ring and gave it to Yi Tung. Yi Tung scanned his spirit sense and said in shock, 30K top-grade immortal crystals? Luoyin pill? Golden will pill? This. Yi Tung's hands were shaking but was a little reluctant to give it back to Yi Mo. Yi Mo said, Yi Tung, you helped me before, and I haven't paid you back the immortal crystals. We're friends, this is nothing. If you reach golden immortal earlier, we can stay at Blackweed Town. Yi Tung sighed and bowed to Yi Mo. Brother Yi, I'm not an ungrateful person. If Brother Yi tells me to go east, I will never go west. My life is yours. Yi Tung got Ao Heng's heritage and wanted to give it to Yi Mo a few times, but Yi Mo didn't take it. This not only meant that Yi Mo was powerful, but also a worthy friend. He never wanted to take advantage of others. He only paid 3,000 top-grade immortal crystals and some pills, but he got more than 10 times in return. Yi Mo patted Yi Tung's shoulder. You keep your life for yourself. I don't want a friend's life. Yi Mo patted Yi Tung's shoulder. You keep your life for yourself. I don't want a friend's life. Then he took out 2 more storage rings for Jiang Jin and Tong Zhu. The things inside are the same as Yi Tung's, but there's a few jade slips that I got from someone else. Yi Tung has his own heritage, so he doesn't need it. The two didn't know what to do. Yi Tung helped Yi Mo, so it was right for Yi Mo to help him, but they didn't help Yi Mo with anything. Instead, they've been helping Yi Mo. I have a lot of these things. We can look after each other at the Blackweed Town. This means your power can't fall behind. Yi Mo added, Thank you, Brother Yi. Although they were much older than Yi Mo, but age wasn't the deciding factor. The reason Yi Mo gave them help was not out of sympathy, but because they deserved him to go help. When Yi Tung was kicked out of town, west, for taking friends' immortal crystals and pills, such reputation was lethal. Everyone would look down on such person. However, the two didn't abandon Yi Tung due to this, and instead brought Yi Tung to their place. This was very hard, and this meant that these girls weren't cold people who would do anything for cultivation. Yi Mo hated those people who were ruthless and used any means necessary. He had his own principles for cultivation. He wouldn't hesitate when he needed to attack, but he would always have his bottom line. If a person lost his bottom line in cultivation, he might as well turn himself into an emotionless corpse that only knew power. After the cultivation resources were split, the group started digging a cultivation home. They were all hollow immortal power, and thus it didn't take much effort. 3 days later, Yi Mo set up a level 1 peak stealth immortal formation outside the valley, and another level 1 peak attack immortal formation, and a level 1 stealth spirit immortal formation. Eventually, he even successfully set up a level 2 defense immortal formation. After the 4 entered the formation, the valley looked like what it was again. Inside the cultivation home, everyone had their own cultivation room. Yi Mo set up a spirit sense barrier formation outside his room and a restriction as well as surveillance formation disc before entering the Golden Page world. He had immortal crystals and pills. He was a level 3 immortal pill master now. He had all the cultivation resources he needed now. To him, The only thing he wanted to do now was to improve his power. As time went on, this place was gradually covered in weed. No one Q, there was a cultivation home here. The Feng Shui Merchant Association was one of the 3 big merchant associations of the Blackweed town. This was because the association leader was Golden Immortal Middle Stage, and there was 2 more Golden Immortal Primary Stage Masters. Their power was ranked ahead amongst the 3. But some time ago, an unknown Immortal Pill Master killed a few Hollow Immortal Tertiary Stage and a Golden Immortal Master. This immediately dropped the Merchant Association's power to the bottom of the 3 big Merchant Association. They sent people to the Blackweed Forest to find that Immortal Pill Master, but they found nothing. Even with their power, they didn't dare to search the Bulkak Weed Forest. The most shocking thing was that Immortal Pill Master was a level 3 Immortal Pill Master. This was confirmed, Ted, by tens of Hollow Immortal cultivators as they all traded pills for Immortal Spirit Herb. Most of the pills were top grade, and even some special grade. The only pity was that the Immortal Pill Master didn't concoct Golden Pill. If he did, then many of them could break through to Golden Immortal. Of course, Yi-Mo wouldn't do that. Even if he was to, it would be after he was Golden Immortal. If there was a large bunch of Golden Immortal in the Blackweed town before he reached Golden Immortal, then how was he to survive there? Those 10 or so cultivators who doubted Yi-Mo were full of regret. They missed out on that pill concoction feast. Their only hope was that the Immortal Pill Master was telling the truth and would come back after a while. Those cultivators who got what they wanted from Yi-Mo didn't want to send herbs over to Chun Ko Station again. Compared to Pill Master Yi, that Pill Master phone was nothing. Hearing this, quite a lot of cultivators resisted the urge to go to Chun Ko Station. Of course, it was Feng Shui Merchant Association that wanted Yi-Mo to come back even more. Even though Jiangjin and Tongzhu's residence was annihilated, this didn't appease their anger. Yi-Mo AHD about 400k top-grade Immortal Crystals. These were all from the Feng Shui Merchant Association Golden Immortal. With this, he didn't need to save Immortal Crystals. He not only used the Immortal Crystals to set up Spirit Gathering Formation and Time Formation Disc, but he didn't hold back on cultivation neither. Yi-Mo knew that the resources he needed to reach from Hollow Immortal to Golden Immortal might allow more than 10 Hollow Immortal to reach Golden Immortal. Cultivation resource would get tougher to find later on. One could see this from how he could only use extreme grade spirit range and Immortal Crystals to cultivate in the cultivation realm. There was a price to pay for instant killing people of the same cultivation level. Immortal Crystals turned to dust in Yi-Mo's hands, and pills were gulped down. Yi-Mo's power rose rapidly. This rapid speed was compared to other cultivators, but to Yi-Mo his power was crawling up slowly. The Time Formation Disc ran for 3 years, and he cultivated for 300 years. He used up his Immortal Crystals and the pills as well. His power only crawled from Hollow Immortal Middle Stage to Hollow Immortal Peak Stage. Yi-Mo stopped cultivation. Only now did he realize the hardship of cultivation. He had Immortal Formation, Bitter Bamboo, 3-Birth Chant, countless resources, and it was this hard to reach Hollow Immortal Peak Stage. Just how hard was it for ordinary cultivators to reach Golden Immortal? If he searched for resources in the Blackweed Forest and cultivated slowly like this for tens of thousands of years or 100,000 years, he might still be Hollow Immortal Middle Stage when his life was about to end. Most cultivators were stuck at Hollow Immortal for their entire life. Those cultivators who stood at the top were all extremely talented and fortunate with endless cultivation resources. However, Yi-Mo didn't give up hope. He had such cultivation conditions, and if he still gave up hope, he wouldn't deserve to have the Golden Page World. He packed up his things and left the Golden Page World. He found the 3 were cultivating but were instead chatting. Seeing Yi-Mo come out, they all stood up in surprise and joy. Yi-Mo was shook to find Tongzhu and Jiangjin both at Hollow Immortal Tertiary Stage. They didn't have Time Formation Disc, and it had only been 3 years, then went from hollow immortal middle stage to tertiary stage. This was too fast. You're all hollow immortal tertiary stage, Yi Mo asked. Jiang Jin answered, yes, before we only used low-grade immortal crystals and didn't have any good pills nor cultivation method. Now we have top-grade immortal crystals and pills. So Yi Mo realized they had a solid foundation, and this came into use. If they didn't have better cultivation resources, their cultivation speed would return to normal. You're about to have divine damnation? Yi Mo looked at Yi Tung and asked. Yi Tung said excitedly, yes, I never expected to be able to have golden immortal divine damnation. Even if I can't pass, I'm happy. Then go out and have your divine damnation. Yi Mo nodded. He was planning to have golden immortal divine damnation too. If they both became golden immortal, then they would be able to hold their ground in Blackweed Town. Then go out and have your divine damnation. Yi Mo nodded. He was planning to have golden immortal divine damnation too. If they both became golden immortal, then they would be able to hold their ground in Blackweed Town. Blackweed Town was extremely good for escape. If people wanted to hunt him, he could instantly escape to the forest. Yi Tung and them didn't know that he set up a hidden teleportation formation in his cultivation home. His frequent encounter with danger made him very careful. It wasn't hard for Yi Mo to set up a simple one-way teleportation formation. The four left their cultivation grounds, and in just 3 days then went back to the place they entered the depth of the forest. Yi Tung was about to have divine damnation. Yi Mo didn't dare to let him do it in the depth of the woods. They didn't cause any commotion there during cultivation. So no immortal spirit beast came looking for trouble, but divine damnation would have huge commotion. If high-level immortal spirit beast came, none of them would be able to live. In fact, pretty much hollow immortal, who can reach divine damnation stage, would be able to pass golden immortal divine damnation. The hardest 3 divine damnations of immortals were great immortal divine damnation and status immortal divine damnation. As for the third one, no one knew. Yi Tung's foundation in hollow immortal was solid, and now that he was hollow immortal peak stage, Yi Mo believed he would be fine. Even so, Yi Mo still gave him a low-grade immortal artifact and helped set up a formation for him. Seeing Yi Tung eat the golden wool pill and rapidly cultivate inside the spirit-gathering formation, the space above him darkened. Everyone knew this was the premonition of the divine damnation. Yi Mo hadn't seen golden immortal divine damnation, but he knew there was only 9 lightning arcs, but the power of that wasn't something the cultivation realm lightning could compare with. A day later, with a heavy thud, the first lightning bolt fell. A grown man arm-sized blue lightning bolt struck down. Yi Tung released his defense magic artifact and also formed a barrier with Heizi. Crack! The bolt crackled on the low-grade immortal artifact, charring Yi Tung's body, but Yi Mo knew Yi Tung wasn't injured. Although there was just this bolt, it was many times more powerful than all the bolts he went through for truth realization state combined. 3 more bolts quickly followed, and Yi Tung was a little injured, but he had plenty of pills. He ate a clear Lin pill and had recovered mostly already. Rumble, rumble, rumble. Each bolt was more ferocious than the one before. Even Yi Mo frowned a little. This golden immortal divine damnation was more powerful than he had expected. As the 9th arc fell, the low-grade immortal artifact was completely destroyed. Yi Tung was also heavily injured. Luckily, after the divine damnation was over, there was immortal spirit Qi rainbow cloud. Yi Tung sat on the ground, devouring the cloud like crazy. Just a day, and Yi Mo and them could see a golden circle form about Yi Tung. They knew Yi Tung had officially become a golden immortal cultivator. As the golden halo retreated, Yi Tung got up in excitement. All his injuries were gone, and he desperately walked over to Yi Mo. Congratulations, Yi Tung. Yi Mo smiled and said, Brother Yi, congratulations on reaching Golden Immortal, Tong Zhu and Jiang Jin said with envy. Thank you, thank you. I never expect I would be able to reach Golden Immortal one day. Brother Yi, thank you. Yi Mo waved his hand. No need to say thank you. Plus Golden Immortal is nothing. We're going to reach Great Immortal and Status Immortal, even though he knew these were words of encouragement. Ting still said with great belief, I believe too. The two girls said without hesitation. Perhaps they didn't know the difficulty of reaching Great Immortal and Status Immortal, so they all believed. If they went outside and knew that even Status Immortal sect members might not necessarily reach Status Immortal, they wouldn't think like this. After the excitement, Yi Mo said, I need to have divine damnation. Help watch over. Okay, when Brother Yi reaches Golden Immortal, no one would dare to mess with us in the Black Wheat Town. Yi Tung clenched his fists and said. Yi Mo's divine damnation was completely different to Yi Tung. He didn't set up any defense formation. He just set up a spirit-gathering immortal formation. Yi Tung's divine damnation needed one day to arrive, but after Yi Mo ate the golden wool pill, there were crackling sounds, and after 15 minutes, rumble, 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 3 faint golden lightning bolts struck down. Each one was much thicker than Yi Tung's divine damnation. Yi Mo didn't dodge it. He let the lightning bolts strike his body. There was a terrifying tearing sensation. The power of God's state body refinement and 3-birth chant showed now. Yi Mo's armor cracked apart, and there was blood gashes on his body, but most of the lightning power was devoured by Yi Mo, feeling the extremely powerful Light 9 power. Yi Mo was overjoyed. His power rose up drastically, as though there was no limits. At the same time, Yi Mo was shook. Even his God state body refinement was damaged by the lightning. One could see how terrifying it was. If he didn't reach God's state body refinement, he would have to block part of it first before devouring it. Otherwise, it would be suicide. It seemed he needed to quickly find a place in the immortal realm for body refinement and use the 3-birth chant to calculate the ladder cultivation method. Otherwise, his future divine damnation wouldn't be so easy. The 3 just saw Yi Tung's divine damnation. It was ferocious but reasonable. But now, Yi Mo's divine damnation was completely beyond their comprehension. Yi Mo's divine damnation method was different to Yi Tung. He took it head on. Why is Brother Yi's divine damnation faint gold and not blue? Why does it come down as 3 and not 1 by 1? As they spoke, 6 even thicker golden lightning bolts rained down. Yi Mo released Zisu this time and hacked 2 of the bolts. The remaining 4 landed on him completely. Seeing that Yi Mo wasn't injured due to that, Tong Zhu breathed easy. Luckily, Brother Yi's divine damnation passed. Before she finished, another huge crackle stopped her words. She looked above Yi Mo's head in disbelief. There were 9 more lightning bolts that were even thicker than before. Why were there 18 bolts? That was abstruse, immortal divine damnation. Not only Tong Zhu was should, but so was Yi Tung and Jiang Jin. Why were there 18 bolts of lightning? That was abstruse, immortal divine damnation. Not only Tong Zhu was should, but so was Yi Tung and Jiang Jin. Why were there 18 bolts of lightning? That was abstruse, immortal divine damnation. Yi Mo just finished devouring the 6 bolts, and then 9 more followed. Yi Mo felt he was lacking a little from reaching Golden Immortal, and so the instant they fell, Yi Mo put away Zisu and attacked back with Lightning Sword. The power of the 9 bolts was more than he could handle for now. Rumble, rumble. Yi Mo's black lightning sword struck with the faint golden lightning arcs. Kriyatinga. Huge explosion. There were light crackles of lightning in the explosion. Black and gold color emanated in the explosion, completely flattening the land a kilometer nearby. There were even 100-meter deep ravines. Yi Mo's black lightning sword were completely devoured by the faint golden lightning. Then, the remaining lightning struck all on Yimo's body. Yimo seemed very calm. He wasn't trying to cripple the lightning arcs completely. To him, these divine damnation lightning were the best cultivation resource. When the divine damnation struck him, blood and flesh flew off. But Yimo was still very calm. He just kept devouring lightning source. These 9 bolts of divine damnation were rapidly devoured by him, and Yimo's power grew rapidly. Just when Yimo was about to break through the golden immortal barrier, another 18 golden rays of lightning struck down. These seemed much stronger than his previous 9. Yimo's face changed. Even if he blocked with lightning sword, he would still be killed under such lightning arcs. Yimo was certain that the divine damnation was trying to kill him, otherwise there wouldn't be such absurd divine damnation. Seeing this, the 3 were completely dazed. This was 36 bolts of lightning. This was great unity, immortal divine damnation. How could it appear on Yimo? Even if it was to appear on Yimo, it should appear in this way. There was no resting time between each wave. Who could survive this? However, there was nothing they could do to help. Jiangjin sighed. She guessed that Yimo's power was too absurd, that it went against the laws of the world. At this moment, Yimo ran his immortal essence like crazy. He couldn't even split his attention OTU's lightning sword or octagonal cauldron. He didn't even release Sisu. He had to reach golden immortal before these last 18 bolts landed on him, otherwise he would be dead for certain. As his power rose rapidly, there was a light crack, rumble. He spat many mouthfuls of blood and broke through all the restraints and reached golden immortal. At that instant, the 18 bolts of lightning landed on Yimo. With his expanded meridians, his speed at devouring lightning source increased more than 10 times. Soon, these lightning arcs all turned into the best nourishment for consolidating his golden immortal power. His wounds repaired rapidly. At this moment, Yimo clearly felt that there seemed to be another 36 bolts about to rain down when it sensed that he wasn't dead, but after it sensed he was golden immortal, it instantly disappeared. Yimo breathed easy. He knew that if he reached golden immortal, even if those 36 bolts rained down, it wouldn't take his life. Instead, it would only be for his benefit. A golden rainbow immortal spirit chi cloud fell and completely enveloped Yimo. Brother, ye passed the divine damnation? Tong Zhu felt that Yimo wasn't dead, but she still asked worriedly. Yi Ting nodded. He probably did. Brother Yi is too powerful. I knew he was extraordinary, but his golden immortal divine damnation was 36 bolts. No one would even believe this. Brother Yi is consolidating his power. We shouldn't disturb him. This is too scary. I can't even pass the first 3 bolts of the divine damnation. I really don't know how he survived. Tong Zhu said. I can't pass it as well. Yi Ting shook his head. Jiang Jin suddenly said, I feel like we shouldn't tell anyone this. If some powerful people knew Brother Ye's golden immortal divine damnation was 36 bolts, there would be some trouble. Yi Ting nodded. Jiang Jin is right. The 3 finally felt assured now that Yimo wasn't dead. With both Yimo and Yi Ting being golden immortal power, they would be able to hold their ground at Blackweed Town. Plus, Yimo could kill golden immortal as hollow immortal. Now that he was golden immortal, ordinary golden immortal was nothing to him. A day later, Yimo changed into a new set of clothes and used a cleaning spell on himself. Seeing Yimo come over, the 3 went up to congratulate him. Yimo felt great. That blue dress woman said he would at most reach golden immortal, but now he was already golden immortal. Let's go back to Blackweed Town, Yimo said. He planned to keep gathering cultivation resource at the town and reach abstruse immortal. 2 days later, a blue low-grade, flying immortal artifact landed outside the town. For cultivators went in, The four were Yi Mo. Yi Mo didn't have any more cultivation resources. He needed to go to the town and concoct pills for resources. There were a lot of cultivators with low-grade immortal artifact here, but very little with low-grade flying immortal artifact. When those cultivators saw Blue Moon and recognized Yi Mo, there was immediately a huge ruckus, as he was someone who the Feng Shui Merchant Association must kill. Those cultivators who asked Yi Mo for pill concoction also came up to greet him. They were very excited. As news spread out, more cultivators came up. They wanted to know when Yi Mo would start pill concoction again. Our residence has been stamped. Tongshi's spirit sense scanned to where they lived. Even though they were hollow immortal tertiary stage, they didn't feel very nice. Don't worry, I will return to them multiple times what they did. Yi Tung said. Such cocky words, we Feng Shui Merchant Association are scared shitless. Do you think you're great Unity Immortal? Shameless thing. I wiped clean the house of those two bitches. What are you going to do? A dashing light landed. Hee, if he doesn't say cocky words, how would he dare to come back? Now, it's easy for us, we don't have to hunt them, another hollow immortal tertiary stage said. Yi Tung looked at Yi Mo. Yi Mo knew that in order to survive, here blood must be shed. Feng Shui Merchant Association was the perfect target. Since we're going to fight, don't hold back. Yi Mo said coldly. Yi Tung already wanted to fight, and now hearing Yi Mo's words, how could he resist? His space-shattering staff was released and instantly covered the 6 cultivators. Golden Immortal Cultivator. One cultivator immediately realized that Yi Tung had reached Golden Immortal. No wonder he dared to come back. However, Yi Tung didn't show any mercy at all. The difference between Golden Immortal and Hollow Immortal was obvious. In a few seconds, those 6 people had turned into 6 bodies. The difference between Golden Immortal and Hollow Immortal was obvious. In a few seconds, those 6 people had turned into 6 bodies. Golden Immortal Cultivator. The people around looked at Yi Tung in shock. He had some fame in the town. Some cultivators knew him because he was trustworthy and often went out to help people concoct pills. He was more famous after taking people's pills and immortal crystals 3 years ago. 3 years later, he was Golden Immortal now. If it was so easy to break through to Golden Immortal, there wouldn't be so many hollow immortal cultivators here. In this town, Golden Immortal was high above everyone else. Those cultivators looked at Yi Tung with some reverence. Even Yi Tung was happy he so easily killed 6 hollow immortal who were on par with him before. Before he could take the storage rings, more than 10 dashing lights came. Yi Mo knew the leading man. He was Golden Immortal Middle Stage, the Feng Shui Merchant Association leader. Shang Baihe. Yi Tung knew he definitely was no match for Shang Baihe. He retreated back to Yi Mo. Yi Mo noticed that although a lot of cultivators came, there were 2 Golden Immortal cultivators. One was Golden Immortal Middle Stage, and another was only Golden Immortal Primary Stage. The middle one is Shang Baihe, Golden Immortal Middle Stage. Yi Tung whispered to Yi Mo. Yi Mo nodded. He didn't care at all. He could kill Golden Immortal Middle Stage at Hollow Immortal Middle Stage. Now he was Golden Immortal Primary Stage. How could he care about an ordinary Golden Immortal Middle Stage like Shang Baihe? No wonder you're so bold now. So you reached Golden Immortal. 2 Golden Immortal. So powerful. That's why you dare to kill our Feng Shui Merchant Association people. Shang Baihe glanced at the bodies and said coldly, Association leader, I'll go kill him. The Golden Immortal Primary Stage said. No need, I haven't fought for a long time. Probably a lot of people have forgotten about me. I'm going to let them remember that there's someone called Shang Baihe in the Blackweed town. Shang Baihe said that he walked up and glared at the 2 who wants to die first. He then glanced at Tong Zhu and Jiang Jin before saying plainly, one of them is ugly, but our Feng Shui Merchant Association can take turns with her. Hearing this, Yi Tung was furious and about to attack. Yi Emo waved his hand. Don't waste time. I'll do it. Yi Emo knew Yi Tung definitely was no match for Shang Baihe. Young man, you reached Golden Immortal. Very good. Indeed, there's only a few Golden Immortals in this entire town. Shang Baihe sneered at Yi Emo as though he could kill Yi Emo at any time. Yi Emo couldn't even be bothered talking. He pulled out Zisu and rushed his immortal essence. Illusion Cloud Domain Kill Strike. Shang Baihe acted as though he didn't take Yi Emo seriously, but he was wary of Yi Emo. Yi Emo could kill Golden Immortal Primary Stage. He couldn't be careless. He was only putting on a show for everyone else to see. Feng Shi Merchant Association lost a Golden Immortal Cultivator. He desperately needed to assert dominance. Only the blood of Golden Immortal can make people fear. He didn't think Yi Emo just reached Golden Immortal. He guessed that Yi Emo was already Golden Immortal when he killed the Golden Immortal Cultivator. He just hid his power to Hollow Immortal. Now that he saw Yi Emo was Golden Immortal power, he knew his guess was right. No matter how powerful the talent, even the number one person of the 33 heavens can't reach Golden Immortal from Hollow Immortal in 3 years. When Yi Emo hacked out Zisu, there was a huge rune image above his head. He prepared that, waiting for Yi Emo to attack. At the same time, he released a metal-shattering ring immortal artifact. The huge rune image turned into countless runes as they flew around, protecting Shang Baihe. They were like strange mosquitoes making a buzzing sound as some flew towards Yi Emo. While his ring also attacked Yi Emo, Shang Baihe's rune image could not only protect him, but attack the opponent's soul. This was a top-grade rune, but it could only be used 3 times. He used it twice already before. Yi Emo felt a shaking in his sea of consciousness, and Daimi knew the power of this rune. Without hesitation, he sliced tens of spirit sense blades over. Yi Emo's spirit sense improved again after reaching Golden Immortal. His spirit sense blade domain was more perfected and powerful. Shang Baihe immediately felt that the rune's power was significantly lowered, as though about to break free from his control. Shang Baihe was shook. When Yi Emo killed a Golden Immortal, he knew Yi Emo was no simple character, but he didn't expect Yi Emo to have spirit sense attacking method. If Yi Emo broke his rune image, things might get into a stalemate and he might have the lower hand. In his desperation, Shang Baihe inserted more power into his ring, trying to heavily injure Yi Emo while he was using his spirit sense cultivation method. Usually, when cultivators use spirit sense attacks, their control of magic artifact would lower. But Yi Emo was different. His spirit sense was far beyond Golden Immortal Tertiary Stage, and was about to reach into the range of abstruse Immortal Spirit Sense. He released Zisu that was extremely intimate to him. Not good. Shang Baihe felt his ring didn't speed up after he inserted his immortal essence and spirit sense into it. Instead, it slowed down. Although Yi Emo was Golden Immortal Primary Stage, his power was far beyond his. This was a domain formed by the magic artifact. It said only great immortals could easily use such means. Yi Emo was a mere Golden Immortal, but he could use it. Fighting him was asking for death. Realizing this, Shang Baihe immediately sweat and quickly called, "Friend, wait. I'm willing, but since Yi Emo had killing intent for him, nothing would be able to stop his illusion cloud domain kill strike." His immortal essence rushed into Zisu, making his sword domain fiercer. Purple Ray hacked through the dense runes as blood splashed. A worried essence spirit fled, and before it could go far, it was devoured by Shadowless. Ever since devouring the Golden Shirt's essence spirit, Yi Emo felt Shadowless power increased greatly. Thud. Shang Baihe's body fell on the ground. The surrounding was dead silent. No one thought the fight would end up like this. Shang Baihe's force seemed dominant, but he didn't even last 1 round, and was killed. Was this Pill Master Yi an abstruse immortal? Some people were even suspecting Emo was an abstruse immortal. He just pretended he was Golden Immortal Primary Stage. The other Golden Immortal of Fong, Sure Merchant Association, immediately reacted. There was full of horror and disbelief in his eyes. He immediately took out a transmission rune, but how could Emo let him go? He waved Zisu, and Illusion Cloud Domain Kill Strike was used again. The Golden Immortal Primary Stage tried his best to activate the rune, but he couldn't even break free of the binding with Emo's Domain Kill Strike came and was slaughtered. 2 storage rings landed in Emo's hands, and no one dared to speak. 2 storage rings landed in Emo's hands, and no one dared to speak. In less than 15 seconds, the 2 Golden Immortals of Feng Shui Merchant Association were annihilated. Emo's dominance immediately brought its benefits. The 2 other Merchant Association of Blackweed Town came up to greet him. Even though they were a little stronger than Feng Sure Merchant Association, but this was nothing compared to Emo. Emo didn't want to dominate the entire Blackweed Town, so of course he wouldn't reject the good will of the other 2 Merchant Association. He greeted the 2 association leaders nicely before saying to the expectant cultivators, 3 months later, I will be starting pill concoction. Because I can't do this all myself, I need some help. If there are pill kings, you can come find me. This caused even more ruckus. Pill Master Yi said this clearly meaning that he would be taking in a few Pill Kings as disciples. If a Pill King reached Immortal Pill Master, then his status increased more than 100 times. Even a level 1 Immortal Pill Master wouldn't have to worry about any cultivation resources here. As Emo and them went into the town, this news spread like the wind. Even the nearby towns heard this. Feng Shui Merchant Association was annihilated by Emo, so their place became the 4's new home. But Emo didn't like this dark-themed buildings, so he took it all down and built it according to MOU City's style. Of course, he just took out the blueprint and let Wai Tung and them do the work. Emo was flicking through Shang Baiha's storage ring. He thought he earned quite a lot getting that golden shirt storage ring, but the golden shirt and the other Feng Shui Merchant Association's Golden Immortals things combined wasn't even 10% of what Shang Baiha had. Emo found 3 million top-grade immortal crystals, and there were also large amounts of immortal materials and immortal spirit herbs. There were tens of level 4 immortal spirit herb and 1 middle-grade attack immortal artifact. This guy dominated the town for so many years, he had quite some collections indeed. But Emo knew that although there seemed to be a lot here, he used up cultivation resources very rapidly. So he still needed to do pill concoction. But it wasn't going to be 1 or 2 years to reach Abstruse Immortal from Golden Immortal Primary Stage. Even an ordinary Golden Immortal had tens or even 100,000 top-grade immortal crystals, but that blue-dressed female cultivator only gave him 10,000 immortal crystals. They really waved him off like a beggar. He just wanted to save Nia Shuang now, so he couldn't be bothered slapping her face, but if she was mistreated there, then don't blame him. A month later, the Black Weed Pill Tower was completed. Emo set up multiple defense and attack formations outside. Other than Wai Tung and them, he didn't hire anyone else. He even just gave it an ordinary name. This was only his temporary staying place. Once his power was slightly higher, he wasn't going to stay here. Black Weed Pill Tower became the most popular palsy here. Emo only spent a month each year for pill concoction. The other times he was focused on solitary cultivation. He gave Tung and them the authority to manage the pill tower. Of course, they would hire other cultivators to help and use time for cultivation. Being with Emo, they never lacked cultivation resource. Emo rarely came out, but everyone knew his name in the town. The main thing was that this pill tower was the only place that sold immortal pill, and second was that the construction had the best immortal spirit chi in the town. Only they had an immortal spirit chi gathering formation. There were little hollow immortal cultivators who could set up such formation, and even if they could, they didn't have the immortal crystals for it. The only pity was that the pills of the pill tower had a limited supply. Pill Master Yi only concocted a month each year. This was far from satisfying the needs of the town. Plus the nearby towns needed pills too. The pill tower was filled almost every day, but most of them left with empty hands. He didn't even dare to release Golden Wool Pill, or the doors would squeezed broken. Yi Mo didn't come here to serve everyone. He came here to cultivate. Later on, Yi Mo just let the pill tower only open for 1 month every year. During this time, anyone could come to him for pill concoction, and the extra pills were sold here. But even so, it was immediately bought by people with immortal crystals or immortal spirit herb. The cultivators of the town almost went crazy when they released their new opening times, but even so, no one dared to go start trouble. They had an immortal pill master who could instantly kill Golden Immortal Middle Stage, and if you annoyed him, he would just leave. People wouldn't even have this 1 month left anymore. So every year, when it was Yi Mo's pill concoction month, the Blackweed town would be the most populous. Cultivators from everywhere would line up for pill concoction. Even the 2 other big merchant associations of the town didn't dare to say anything. Otherwise, just the countless cultivators here, for pill concoction would tear them apart. Time flew by quickly, and this was Yi Mo's 2nd year here. His golden immortal primary stage power had been consolidated. His immortal essence and spirit sense were more powerful. Other than a level 3 immortal pill master, he was also a level 2 immortal formation master and a primary stage immortal forgery master. The low-grade immortal artifacts he made were top quality amongst low-grade immortal artifacts. Today, Yi Mo just finished pill concoction, and Zhang Jin came to collect the pills. Brother Yi, there's 2 level 9 pill kings here to visit. They said they wanted to join the pill tower and be your disciple. Hearing this, he dazed. He said this, and a lot of people came, but no one could satisfy his requirements. These people either wanted to learn and leave, or didn't have enough skill. Yi Mo felt strange that people still came after 2 years, but he was indeed sick of pill concoction. Even though he was halfway level 4, immortal pill master, but he still felt it was very boring. Yi Mo needed people to help. Let them come in. Yi Mo said. Okay. Zhang Jin left. If it wasn't that Zhang Jin really didn't have the talent, Yi Mo would even want to teach her pill concoction. Zhang Jin was very smart and also good with people. She was more meticulous and cunning than Yi Tung and Tong Zhu. Moments later, Zhang Jin brought a man and woman into Yi Mo's pill concoction room. As soon as they came in, Yi Mo felt a faint killing chi. Yi Mo knew this wasn't targeted at him. It was because these 2 had experienced too much slaughter. The man seemed skinny and had a well-educated temperament, but he couldn't his ferocity from Yi Mo. The female cultivator was very quiet and pretty, but she also had a tense body. Lu Zhongyan greet, Pill Master Yi. The male said. Then he pointed at the female cultivator. This is my wife, Lu Man. Yi Mo frowned and didn't talk. Yi Mo frowned and didn't talk, although this immortal pill master didn't seem to welcome them. Lu Zhongyan still saluted with his fists. Both of us are level 9 pill king, so we wish to join Pill Master Yi. I believe I would be able to concoct level 1 immortal pill soon. Of course, if Pill Master Yi feel we don't belong here, then we'll leave immediately. If it was some ordinary cultivator, Yi Mo would have waved them off already, but Yi Mo felt this male cultivator was familiar. He didn't have contact with many people in the immortal realm, but even he couldn't remember where he saw this person from. Seeing Yi Mo still not talk, there was a sliver of disappointment in the man's eyes, and he saluted with his fists. Just when he was about to leave, Yi Mo suddenly said, "Do you genuinely want to join the Blackweed Pill Tower?" Hearing this, Lu Zhongyan quickly responded, "Yes, Pill Master Yi. I swear that both of us truly want to join here. I heard you were taking in Pill King disciples, so we came here from the distant Hongchang town." Yi Mo said, since you truly want to join us, why do you hide your golden immortal power to hollow immortal power? Yi Mo could tell Lu Zhongyan was golden immortal tertiary stage, and Lu Man was golden immortal middle stage. There was something strange about this no matter what. Both of their faces changed. They didn't expect their stealth cultivation method was seen by Yi Mo. Even great immortals wouldn't be able to see through it. How was Yi Mo able to do it? Lu Zhongyan almost subconsciously took out his magic artifact, but seeing Yi Mo's calm face, he immediately remembered that Yi Mo could instantly kill golden immortal middle stage. Sorry, Pill Master, Yi my wife, and I hid our powers indeed. We're not intentionally trying to trick you. It's because our enemies are too strong. We have to hide everywhere. In this region, hollow immortals are the most common, so we're just trying to avoid attention. Lu Zhongyan genuinely. Then he saluted with his fists and was about to leave. He realized why this Pill Master Yi ignored him. Yi Mo smiled, don't worry, because I feel you're a little familiar. Yi Mo's face changed. He remembered who this person was. The two's face changed, and Lu Zhongyan released his magic artifact without hesitation, looking warily at Yi Mo. Yi Mo waved his hand and said, don't worry, if I wanted to kill you, I wouldn't even need to get up here. This was his pill concoction place. There were all sorts of attack formations. Lu Zhongyan realized this and frowned, although he didn't put away his magic artifact, but he took 2 steps back, protecting his wife. I believe you're right. I came from Yuheng Heaven. You probably saw many wanted signs in the immortal cities there. One of them is me. Yi Mo dazed. The reason he remembers Lu Zhongyan was because when the 9-headed void devouring bug was ravaging North Far State, many sects went to Peihai City for asylum. Ming Xin brought her sect too. He went to their temporary meeting hall and saw an image. That image was Lu Zhongyan. Seeing Lu Zhongyan being so nervous, Yi Mo smiled. Don't worry, I have no ill will. I saw an image that looked exactly like you in North Far State, Immortal Herb Valley. What? Lu Zhongyan's face went red with excitement. You're a cultivator from Luo Yu continent? You've been to Immortal Herb Valley? How is it now? Seeing this, Yi Mo knew that painting was probably Lu Zhongyan. Perhaps this person was the founding father of the Immortal Herb Valley. Have a seat first. Yi Mo pointed at a chair, and then he took out a few cups, pouring a cup of 10,000-year stalagmite wine for everyone. Good wine. Hearing Yi Mo talk about Immortal Herb Valley, the vigilance in Lu Zhongyan's eyes were gone. After he calmed down, Lu Zhongyan asked, Pill Master Yi, I created Immortal Herb Valley myself. How is it now? Ever since I reached Immortal Realm, I haven't seen any more sect members ascend. What is going on? Yi Mo sighed. I don't know if there were cultivators after you who ascended, but I need to tell you, within these few hundred years, don't expect anyone to ascend. Even if there is, it would only be one. He was talking about Qin Muxin. She was cultivating in South Peace State and had the potential to ascend. What is going on? Pill Master, Yi, please enlighten me. Thank you. Lu Zhongyan saluted with his fists. Yi Mo nodded. I don't know how long Brother Lu had ascended, but right now the spirit chi in North Far State is very deprived. Immortal Herb Valley is only a 5-star sect. The strongest is only Hollow Spirit State. What? Lu Zhongyan was completely dazed. 100,000 years ago, the Immortal Herb Valley flourished in his hands. How did a 9-star sect fall to 5-star sect? Lu Man comforted on the side. Yi Mo could only say, not only Immortal Herb Valley, the biggest sects in North Far State are only 2 8-star sects. There wasn't even a single truth realization state cultivator. North Far State fell to such extent. Lu Zhongyan murmured, no wonder there was no more disciples ascending after me. In Lu Man's comfort, he recovered a little and asked, Pill Master Yi, I didn't expect you to be Luo Yu continent North Far State cultivator. The 33 heavens of Immortal Realm are boundless, and it's fat that we could meet. However, I offended someone tough in Yuheng Heaven, and I could only flee to Wenju Heaven. Lu Zhongyan sighed. After I ascended, I was at Yu Hung Heaven. Cultivation was hard, but I was a level 9 pill king, and so I didn't lack cultivation resources in Yu Hung Heaven. Level 9 pills aren't useful for golden immortal cultivators, but they are useful to most hollow immortal cultivators. I lived a better than average life because of this. When I just ascended to the immortal realm, I thought all the cultivators here were immortals and would be more generous than the people in the cultivation realm. But I was too naive. I got a heaven flame, blue end flame. Ranked 10th in the cultivation realm, Yemo said. Lu Zhongyan nodded. Yes, but I didn't expect I was fine to have it in the cultivation realm, but get into trouble because of it in the immortal realm. My flame was seen by a cultivator called Han Wei. My flame was blue at the time, and he immediately wanted my flame. He offered my 5,000 top-grade immortal crystals. Yi Mo sneered. This Han Wei was too dominant to make such a price. Lu Zhongyan said. I rejected immediately. 5,000 immortal crystals was a huge fortune for me at the time, but even if he gave me 100 times more, I wasn't going to sell it to him. He robbed its. Yi Mo asked. Lu Zhongyan shook his head. His origin is big, but he didn't dare to rob in the Feng Gang Immortal City. He didn't say much, but I felt things weren't good. I didn't go, and waited nearly 2 years before carefully leaving. However, 2 years later he still wanted my flame and chased me. Lu Zhongyan held his wife's hand and said if it wasn't for my wife, I would have died to him already. He suddenly attacked me a few million km away from the city. I used a tattered rune I got at the marketplace to counterattack and injure him a little. At the time, he was hollow immortal tertiary stage, and I was only a hollow immortal primary stage. Lu Zhongyan held his wife's hand and said if it wasn't for my wife, I would have died to him already. He suddenly attacked me a few million km away from the city. I used a tattered rune I got at the marketplace to counterattack and injured him a little. At the time, he was hollow immortal tertiary stage, and I was only a hollow immortal primary stage. When I was ready to die, I met my wife. She was hollow immortal tertiary stage at the time, and she had bought pills from me before. She knew Han Wei and knew he was a bad person, so she helped me and ambushed Han Wei. After we killed him, we fled out of Yu Hung Heaven to avoid being hunted by Lu Jingquan. Lu Jingquan? Yi Mo didn't expect Lu Zhongyan would bring this name up. Lu Zhongyan nodded. It's Lu Jingquan. He's the heaven lord of Yu Hung Heaven. That Han Wei had some power, but he was someone who couldn't be more insignificant to Lu Jingquan. I don't know why Lu Jingquan would send an order to hunt me for that. I was almost caught many times in Yu Hung Heaven. Luckily, we met a good person who took us out of Yu Hung Heaven. Then we went across a few more heaven domains and came to here. Lu Jingquan was powerful, but he wouldn't be able to find us here. Yi Mo didn't expect Lu Zhongyan to not only come from the same place as him, but also have the same enemy. But he wouldn't say he had enmity with Lu Jingquan. My wife changed her surname to mine and concocts pills with me as well. However, although I was the top pill king in the cultivation realm, I couldn't break through to immortal pill master here. My wife is the same too. Lu Zhongyan sighed. Hearing this, Yi Mo realized how lucky he was. Lu Zhongyan used more than 100,000 years, but was only golden immortal tertiary stage. He had only cultivated a few years and reached golden immortal primary stage. He also used just a few days to reach immortal pill master from level 9 pill king. From this, one could see the power of the 3-birth chant. No wonder the divine damnation was so harsh on him. He had bad talent. And was this absurd, using the 3-birth chant? What if a talented cultivator used 3-birth chant? Just how terrifying would that be? But Yi Mo knew that someone with 8 spirit roots was very rare. Yi Mo had decided to help the couple now. He felt uncomfortable thinking about that Lu Jingquan, and asked, "You know what power is that Lu Jingchuan? 100,000 years ago, I heard he was great eternity immortal. I don't know if he is immortal king now, but I guess he probably did. He's the heaven lord. It should be very easy for him to get cultivation resources." Lu Zhongyan frowned. Lu Man added, "I heard it's very hard to reach status immortal in the lower 11 heaven domains." Yi Mo sighed. He had Golden Page World and Three Birth Chant. With time, he didn't believe he couldn't take out a great eternity immortal. Yi Mo said, "Brother Lu, I have some connections with your immortal herb valley. If you're willing, then stay at Black Wheat Pill Tower." "Of course we're willing." Lu Zhongyan got up in surprise and joy. He then wanted to pull his wife to be Yi Mo's disciple. Yi Mo knew what Lu Zhongyan meant and quickly waved his hand. "Brother Lu, don't worry. You're stronger than me. Plus, you're much older than me. We're established equal relationship. There's no need to be my disciple." "How can that be?" Lu Zhongyan quickly said. He wanted to study pill concoction, so he needed to serve Yi Mo as master. He started a sect. He cared a lot about this. Yi Mo smiled. "Let's not fuss about that. Concoct a cauldron of pills and show me first." Hearing this, Lu Zhongyan couldn't really persist. He estimated that Yi Mo didn't ascend for long, at most 50,000 years. But he couldn't really ask Yi Mo. If he knew Yi Mo only ascended for 5 years, he would probably go crazy. Anyone would go crazy hearing about this. Lu Zhongyan immediately released Blue End Flame and took out a setup immortal spirit herbs, planning to concoct Earth Essence pill in front of him. Seeing Lu Zhongyan melt the immortal spirit herb, gather spirit, condense pill, separate pill, pull pill, and then it failed. Yi Mo sighed. He knew that Lu Zhongyan made the same mistake as him, and much more serious. Other than gathering spirit, he didn't keep the immortal vibe of the immortal pill. He would forever remain a level 9 pill king like this. It's not that his talent was bad, but he just needed to break through that thin layer. But ever since coming to the immortal realm, he had been running around and had no one to teach him. If he really sat down and studied it for a few hundred years, he might realize it himself. Pill Master Yi. Was there something wrong with his pill concoction method that prevents us from concocting immortal pills? Lu Man saw the pitiful look in Yi Mo's eyes and released that this pill Master Yi knew what their problem was. Yi Mo nodded and took out an empty jade slip and wrote some of his pill concoction experience and gave it to Lu Zhongyan. "Look at this. And in your next cauldron, you should be able to concoct immortal pills." Lu Zhongyan thought Yi Mo was joking with him. However, he still quickly looked at Yi Mo's jade slip. Moments later, he said shakily, "It's that simple. It's that simple." Yi Mo said affirmatively. Lu Man looked at the jade slip took. She had the same disbelief and excitement in Lu Zhongyan's eyes. It was something this simple that held them back for 100,000 years. Yi Mo said, "It's not that you couldn't get it yourself, but you didn't take the time to think about it." Lu Man thought about things and agreed. At this moment, desperately took out another set of immortal spirit herb and threw it into the cauldron. In less than 15 minutes, a cauldron of Earth Essence pill appeared in his hands. "I did it. It was just a batch of low-grade Earth Essence pills," but Lu Zhongyan couldn't contain his excitement. One could see how desperate he was to concoct immortal pills. When the two woke up from their excitement, Yi Mo rejected Lu Zhongyan again for being his disciple. He knew by leading Lu Zhongyan into the front door, this cultivator, who created his own sect, would definitely achieve something big. Lu Zhongyan calmed down and said to Yi Mo, "Pill Master Yi, you're my savior. Even if I create the immortal herb valley again, you will be my master." With their addition, Yi Mo could finally free up. He didn't need to do pill concoction as soon as he came out of solitary cultivation. He could even walk around the town now. However, he didn't enjoy this free time for long. In less than half a month, Jiang Jin came to his place. "Another person wants to join us." Im looked at Jiang Jin. Jiang Jin said quietly, "Brother Yi, it's an extremely powerful immortal this time. Do you think it's dangerous?" Extremely powerful immortal? Yi Mo got up and looked at Jiang Jin in confusion. Jiang Jin nodded. "Yes, brother," he says, "he can't see his cultivation level." If Yi Tung, with his golden immortal power, couldn't see this person's cultivation level, it meant that this person was at least abstruse immortal. Yi Mo frowned. Abstruse immortal was fine, but if it was great unity immortal, he wouldn't even have the opportunity to teleport away. If Yi Tung, with his golden immortal power, couldn't see this person's cultivation level, it meant that this person was at least abstruse immortal. Yi Mo frowned. Abstruse immortal was fine, but if it was great unity immortal, he wouldn't even have the opportunity to teleport away. "It's a very pretty female cultivator. I arranged her to stay at the guest hall." Jiang Jin added. Yi Mo nodded and said, "I'll go have a look. Don't worry." Yi Mo didn't scan his spirit sense into the guest hall. He knew that high-level immortals detested this. Some people with strange tempers would kill for this. A blue-dressed woman sat in the guest room. Her brow was perfect. She was extremely pretty. She was on par with Wen Sai. Her long, dark hair formed 2 braids behind her, while a few strands fell on her white collar. When he saw this female cultivator's power, he breathed easy. She was golden immortal peak stage. Yi Tung couldn't see her power because she hit it like the Lu Zhongyan couple. Seeing Yi Mo come in, she didn't get up nor speak. She just studied Yi Mo. "What does Qian Bei need me for?" Yi Mo saluted with his fists and asked. Since this person was going to hide her power, he would pretend he didn't know. The female cultivator studied Yi Mo and frowned even more, murmuring to herself, "Pity your power is too weak." Yi Mo sneered. A mere golden immortal peak stage dared to say his power was too weak. In his view, she was no match for him. Then she looked at Yi Mo. "Have a seat. Let me introduce myself. I'm Qin Nianmei. I'm from Gonghua Heaven." Seeing her act as though she was the owner of this place, Yi Mo was annoyed, but hearing the words Gonghua Heaven, he suppressed his annoyance. That's where he arranged to meet up with Susu and them. He was planning to go there after reaching Abstruse Immortal. Seeing Yi Mo not talk, she nodded. "I'm passing by Blackweed Forest, and I heard you were a level 3 Immortal Pill Master and Golden Immortal." Yi Mo said calmly, "Goddess Qin, if you have anything to say, be straightforward." Qin Nianmei looked at Yi Mo with surprise. Theoretically, she was much more powerful than this person, and he should be careful when speaking to her. This was the first time she saw someone talk like that. He also changed her title from Qian Bei to Goddess. Was he not afraid she would kill him? She nodded. She needed someone like Yi Mo. If it was someone scared and timid, she came here for nothing. "I want you to be my dual cultivation partner," Qin Nianmei said. Yi Mo dazed. He thought of many possibilities. She might be here for pill concoction or immortal spirit herb, or even scam some of his immortal crystals. But he never expected this pretty woman to come be his dual cultivation partner. "So that means we need to be husband and wife." Qin Nianmei looked at the dazed Yi Mo and added. She was also a little satisfied seeing Yi Mo's expression. Any male cultivator would feel it was unbelievable. Although Yi Mo didn't know why she said this, but he knew things weren't right. Even if it was real, he didn't plan on being her dual cultivation partner. His perception was strong. As soon as he saw this female cultivator, it reminded him of Wen Sai. They were the same type of person, self-centered and dominant. "As long as you agree to my request, I will," Qin Nianmei continued. But this time, Yi Mo stopped her. "Sorry, I can't help you. I have a wife. If there's nothing else, please leave." Qin Nianmei never expected Yi Mo to reject. Although she was about to say it was temporary, but she couldn't take the fact that Yi Mo rejected without her saying it. She felt extremely dissatisfied and grunted, "I believe you misunderstood me. I'm not low enough to find a random person, and be his wife. I'm doing a deal. You pretend to be my lover, and we put on a show. That's all." Yi Mo smiled, Goddess Chin. "I don't even have enough time for cultivation. I don't have time to play games with you, sorry." Then he got up and was about to leave. "Do you believe if you leave here, I would immediately erase your black wheat pill tower, seeing that a mere golden immortal primary stage dared to ignore her, and leave?" She immediately roared. Yi Mo turned back coldly. "I don't." Then Yi Mo kept walking. Qin Yanmei was desperate, and she spat, "I can give you anything you want." This guy was a level 3 immortal pill master, and had a bad temper. This was her perfect choice. Yi Mo sneered. Give him anything he wanted? She really knew how to talk big. "Look." Qin Nianmei waved her hand, and a large bunch of things landed on the table before her. There was everything. Yi Mo thought she was going to use force, but instead she used things to lure him. Yi Mo scanned his spirit sense over. He had to admit she was wealthy. There was not a single immortal crystals, but the things were good. There was even level 5 immortal runes, all sorts of pills, materials, and even a middle grade flying immortal artifact. This made Yi Mo realize she had no simple identity. The price of a middle grade flying immortal artifact was no lower than a top grade attack immortal artifact. Even so, Yi Mo didn't take it seriously. Seeing Yi Mo was still going to go out, Qin Yanmei immediately knew Yi Mo wasn't someone to take threats. She quickly said, "I take back what I said. I apologize." Yi Mo was at the door, but he didn't stop hearing the apology. He just said, "In that case, please leave. This is my place." Qin Yanmei quickly said, "Pill Master Yi, I'll show you some more things if you still don't want to cooperate. Then I'll leave immediately." I believe as a businessman, you would not have the patience to not even listen to what I have to say, right? Plus, perhaps one day, you might come to Gong Hua Heaven. Hearing this, Yi Mo stopped. He wasn't afraid of her threats, but if she was really someone powerful from Gong Hua Heaven, it wasn't good to offend her like this. Seeing Yi Mo come back, Qin Yanmei rejoiced. She took out more items and said, "Look at these things. If there's anything you like, we can discuss, or you can bring up your own conditions." Qin Yanmei didn't believe Yi Mo wouldn't deal with her. Yi Mo was an immortal pill master, and he definitely had a rare flame. She had a wonder flame purple marrow. This could allow any rare flame to evolve to purple color. Yi Mo laughed to himself. Clearly this Qin Yanmei had no business experience. She revealed all her cards at the start of the negotiation, but because of this, Yi Mo had some good impression of her instead. Yi Mo saw it. If it was in the cultivation realm, he would be overjoyed, but now he wasn't that happy. Even if a flame reached purple in the immortal realm, it was still the lowest grade of flame. His mist lotus heart fire was deep purple. Even if he used it on blue like morning sky, it would only be shallow purple. It was no rush. Of course, he would be willing to get it, but Qin Yanmei's condition was too great. He would rather not have it. Yi Mo knew how hard it was for flames to upgrade in the immortal realm. A mere wonder flame, purple marrow, would only start the flame of. He knew that the number 1 flame of the immortal realm must devour the space flame marrow, but it wasn't very specific. He had looked at the jade slip the great eternity immortal young girl gave him. Even with the space star marrow, not any flame could devour it. Yi Mo knew how hard it was for flames to upgrade in the immortal realm. A mere wonder flame purple marrow would only start the flame of. He knew that the number 1 flame of the immortal realm must devour the space flame marrow, but it wasn't very specific. He had looked at the jade slip the great eternity immortal young girl gave him. Even with the space star marrow, not any flame could devour it. There was a simple sentence describing the levels of flames in the immortal realm. Purple reincarnation is 3. Beyond reincarnation is immortal. The extreme of immortal, God flame, is unparalleled. Any flame that can evolve could devour another material or the same type of flame after reaching purple color. Then, when it could, it would go under reincarnation. After reincarnation, the flame would have a flame spirit, a flame that was alive. At this moment, the purple flame would form a faint golden circle. This was purple reincarnation level 1 flame. When it evolved again, it would form a second golden circle. This was level 2 purple reincarnation flame. When it evolved again and formed the third golden circle, it would become level 3 purple reincarnation flame. If it formed the fourth golden ring, it wasn't a flame anymore. It was an immortal flame. 5 rings. 6 rings were level 5 and level 6 immortal flame. The height a flame can reach is related to which material it devours and its reincarnation. The first reincarnation was very important as it concerned if a flame could reach higher levels in the future. Of course, according to record, it's almost all heaven flame that could reach immortal flame. Rarely could earth flame reach immortal flame level. So the higher the grade of the heaven flame, the higher altitude it can reach. In the immortal realm, it's always the top 10 heaven flames that becomes immortal flame. Once a flame becomes level 6 immortal flame, it would reach an extreme if it evolved again. At this moment, the fire spirit had reached great completion and is about to form God flame. In the immortal realm, God flame is the highest level flame. Only once does a flame become God flame. Could it possibly become the number 1 flame of the immortal realm, as only God flame can devour star flame marrow? Then it would immediately become the number 1 flame of the immortal realm. If 2 flames devoured the star flame marrow, then these flames would devour each other on contact, and the victor would be the number 1 flame of the immortal realm. The reason that it's said only the 2nd to the 10th heaven flame could become the number 1 flame was because no flames other than them could reach God flame. Mo thought of that soft tofu he found in the flame's sea forbidden grounds. He wondered if that was star flame marrow. Blue like morning sky was indeed higher ranked than mist lotus heartfire, but the thing was that mist lotus heartfire was enough to use for now. He knew mist lotus heartfire wouldn't be able to reach God flame, but he didn't worry. God flame was too far-fetched for him. Of course, if he could use some other means to get the wonder flame, purple marrow, he would do it without hesitation. Emma looked through the other things she left behind mindlessly, as though trying to find a way to keep the wonder flame, purple marrow. Qin Nianmei resisted the urge to talk, seeing that Mo was looking. Mo found a crystal orb amongst this pile. The reason he took it was that on the surface of it there was a hidden stone stool. It looked very similar to his 4 stools in the Golden Page world. Mo's heart began to throb. If there was something he needed the most, the 5th stone stool was obviously it. Seeing this, Qin Nianmei quickly said, "I recorded the auction of a stone stool during one auction. Because the stone stool made the record price, I recorded it. My father said there should be 5 of them that are exactly the same. If one day I can find one, I would be rich." Mo's heart sunk. Record high price. No matter who bought it, it wasn't someone he could take on now. Qin Nianmei suddenly said that stone stool was sold for 8 billion top-grade immortal crystals and another top-grade immortal range. Mo took a cold breath in. Before she said anything else, Mo scanned his spirit sense in. A crystal-clear stone stool appeared in Mo's spirit sense. It was exactly the same as the other 4 in his Golden Page world. The words were written clearly: water, 5 elements gather, world complete. He was missing the water element stone stool. If he found that one, his Golden Page world would be complete. Then that would be he had his own true world. Mo's heart was throbbing with excitement. If he could control a world, it meant he could set up cultivation grounds inside the Golden Page world and live in a utopia with the people he liked. Qin Nianmei glanced at Mo with a strange look. Mo's heart went cold. His excitement was poured over with ice. Would this woman suspect him? if she saw he was so interested in the stone stool? Thinking about this, he almost wanted to kill her. Just when he was still thinking, Qin Nianmei suddenly said, "Have you made up your mind? If there's anything you like here, just take it. Even that crystal ball, I can make a copy for you." Yi Mo smiled awkwardly. "There's such a valuable item. I was thinking if I happen to get it, I don't need to concoct pills anymore." Qin Nianmei laughed out loud and pointed at Yi Mo. "You shouldn't dream that high. I thought the same. But do you know how many people recorded the auction? Everyone there did, but no one found a second stone stool anymore. So don't think about it." Yi Mo pretended to put down the crystal ball awkwardly and shook his head. "I know I was fantasizing." Then Yi Mo asked casually, "By the way, who has the wealth to spend all that much for a stone stool?" Qin Nianmei's face suddenly went cold and put away everything on the table. "Since you're not interested in my things, then never mind. I'm going." Then she got up and was about to leave. This time, Yi Mo was desperate. If she leaves, where would he go find that stone stool? But Yi Mo had to pretend like he didn't even care. He even suspected that Qin Nian noticed he was desperate for the whereabouts of the stone stool. Seeing her about to leave, Yi Mo wanted to stop her a few times, but eventually he didn't. He knew that if he revealed that he was interested in the stone stool, that no was no joking matter. It was scarier than getting Lu Jingchuan's sapling. Yi Mo had decided to follow this woman after she left. As long as he can confirm that she's from Gonghua Heaven, he could ask others about where the stone stool went. Qin Nianmei felt certain her perception was right. This pill Master Yi had the instant of extreme excitement. It meant he cared about where the stone stool went. So she used that as her break-through point to let her have the upper hand in this deal. Qin Nianmei felt certain her perception was right. This pill Master Yi had the instant of extreme excitement. It meant he cared about where the stone stool went. So she used that as her break-through point to let her have the upper hand in this deal. What she didn't expect was that she was about to leave the guest room, but Yi Mo still had no intentions to keep her. Was her guess wrong? Yi Mo's character and pill concoction skills were perfect for her need. She really wouldn't be able to find someone to replace Yi Mo quickly. Thinking about this, she stopped and looked back at Yi Mo. "Only my father and a few people knows who really bought the stone stool. If you don't want this news, I'm going. Goodbye," Yi Mo said without hesitation. He knew that she had really begun to doubt him. If he still cared about that stone stool, he would be an idiot. He didn't dare to ask about it anymore. Only when his power was strong to a certain would he dare to find out about this. Qin Nianmei dazed. She didn't expect Yi Mo to really not care. She just realized that she misjudged. That was true. This pill Master Yi was only golden immortal primary stage. The stone stool had nothing to do with him. Even if he concocted pills for countless years, he wouldn't be able to get 1 billion immortal crystals. She lost the upper hand again. Qin Nianmei said with a pleading tone, "Pill Master Yi, is there nothing here that you want? Please help me this time. I'll compensate you." Hearing this, Yi Mo pretended to think for a long time while rejoicing on the inside. One had to stay calm. This Qin Nianmei wanted him to act as her Tao partner. That meant he must go with her. If he went with her, then he would know who she was. It would be even better if he could know where the stone stool went on the way there. If not, he would know where she lived. When his power was strong enough, he would come ask. Qin Nianmei didn't dare to talk, seeing Yi Mo was contemplating. After a while, Yi Mo sighed. "I'm just like this. I don't take threats, but if people soften up, I succumb. I'm too nice. Never mind, if possible, I'll help you. Tell me how I can help you, and I'll think about it." Qin Nianmei rejoiced and quickly got back to her seat. Her tone eased up a lot. "Pill Master Yi, I came from Gonghua Heaven, Great Eternity Immortal Sect Extreme Sword Sect." Great Eternity Immortal Sect? There's great eternity immortal in your sect? Even Lu Jingchuan, the Heaven Lord, was only great eternity immortal, and yet her sect had great eternity immortal. Yeah, my father is great eternity immortal. Even the Heaven Lord of Gong. Hua Heaven needs to be respectful to my father, Qin Nianmei said with pride. Yi Mo asked in confusion, isn't your father managed by the Heaven Lord of Gong? Hua Heaven? Qin Nianmei looked dazedly at Yi Mo, and after a long while she asked in disbelief, you wouldn't think that a Heaven Lord is the greatest in a heaven domain, right? Yi Mo nodded awkwardly. He really thought so indeed. Qin Nianmei was speechless. I suspect that even after all these years you cared about such things. The Heaven Lord is powerful, but he can't manage all the immortals in a heaven domain. But of course I heard that in the middle and grand heaven domains, many Heaven Lords are the most powerful there. No one would dare to go against their will. But in the low heaven domains, Heaven Lord isn't the greatest. Many great eternity immortal sects are no weaker than the Heaven Lord estate. Some rare sects are even more powerful than the Heaven Lord, but they just don't want to be Heaven Lord. So that's it. Yi Mo sighed. This was good for him. If everything in a heaven domain could reach the Heaven Lord, then it wasn't too hard for the Heaven Lord to find someone. No wonder he wasn't hunted at the Blackweed Forest. Qin Nianmei rolled her eyes and continued, my father has a very good friend called Gong Sun Yin. He's not only a great eternity immortal, but also a level 5 immortal pill master. He has a disciple called Gong Sun Jiu, also an immortal pill master. My father wants me to marry that Gong Sun Jiu. I don't want to. Yi Mo realized what she wanted now. She wanted him to act as her Dao partner and make her dad give up the thought. Yi Mo then said, don't sex care about matching status? That Jiang Sunjiu is also an immortal pill master and has a great eternity immortal master. Why don't you agree? Qin Nianmei blushed. I know, but there's someone I like. He's an immortal pill master, and he's probably abstruse immortal power now. Yi Mo asked in more confusion, since you have someone you like, why don't you let him go? Are you afraid your father would suddenly kill him, and so you want me to die instead of him? Suddenly, Yi Mo felt vigilant. This might really happen. What are you talking about? My father's reputation is out there. How can he kill a golden immortal? You overestimate yourself too much. I can promise with my life that my father won't do anything to you. The reason I need you to replace Tan Tao is because he went to trial at the Chaos Star Domain. This time, my father has to see him. Wait, Yi Mo asked, what is that Chaos Star Domain? Qin Nianmei sighed helplessly. I really don't know how you reached Golden Immortal and know nothing. The Chaos Star Domain is the best trial grounds for cultivators in the low 11 heaven domains. It's chaos and danger everywhere. People can cultivate body refinement there, as well as all sorts of magic arts and immortal essence. One could even cultivate spirit sense there. Some people say it's divided into 9 levels and each level is more dangerous. Some say it's divided into 36 levels. I don't know exactly as I haven't been inside. Then she raised her brow. Not anyone can go in there to trial. Then there was longing and pride in her eyes. Clearly, she thought about her lover going in there. Yi Mo didn't care about that and immediately asked, where is it? How do I go in? Qin Nianmei instantly frowned and looked at Yi Mo. Pill Master Yi, I came to you asking for help. You haven't helped me with anything, and instead I'm teaching you things. Yi Mo said awkwardly, sorry, I'm just asking where it is. If I have time, I want to go see. Qin Nianmei shook her head in her heart. Did this golden immortal think he's good because he killed a golden immortal middle stage at primary stage? If she told him how to get there, he might die immediately or get crushed in faith. But thinking that she needed his help, she deigned say any harsh words. It's extremely dangerous in there. Many golden immortal tertiary stage cultivators who go there die for certain. You're only a golden immortal primary stage. Don't even think about it. You can't go in there whenever you want. You need great eternity immortal space transmission rune to break into there. But when you go out, you don't need it. Yi Mo fell silent, and then said Goddess Qin, I'm willing to help you, but you need to agree to 2 conditions. Don't tell me you want to go in there. If that's the case, I'm not helping you, I'm killing you. I can get the rune to go there. But if you go in, it's suicide. Qin Yimei said, You're tuning in to the Mystic Fist YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.